Hi,
Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
There's the man.
Big fan.
Fuck party
Man
man.
of the hour.
Fuck off, Craig. Nobody even likes you.
He's our number one fan. You leave
Just
him
1
alone.
week. Like, let us
He's a
just do
great
everything.
Listens to
Just-
all our sessions.
He messages me really rude things.
He's our audio lawyer. That's because he's your biggest fan.
He chops up what I say to make me look really terrible.
Because he doesn't want anybody else to have you.
He has a blackmail file on a Google Drive.
They knew it.
Feeding him Dogecoin to leave me alone. Keep saying it's currency of the future.
Don't forget to get some musica going.
Silverstein, baby. Just kidding. Hold on.
Oh, I always forget music. Oops.
Look, I made the event live, so people will see it. Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
I did it.
Ooh.
No, I'm too
I
nervous.
just
I'm
stare
too
at my
nervous.
screen
Take it
and
off
watch
live. Take it off
everyone
live.
talk.
I don't like this anymore.
I figured it out.
So futuristic.
Wow.
We're getting
Oh
fancy,
my.
you guys. We're getting legit.
I know. Look at that.
Just a timer.
Everyone's good. No bathrooms, bevies, or bits.
Why did join me in the recording last? See, I told you he's got it out for me.
He heard you. Okay, he started it.
Good. I'll see you in the robotic apocalypse, Greg.
Ooh. Your boy got #1 overall. What up?
Leaderboard, baby.
Yeah, baby. You know what it is?
No.
Does somebody want to give a recap of what happened last week? Or last month?
Oh,
This is-
I got confused.
Where's our designated note taker?
Yeah. The session started off at the encounter with the Niffins having just ended. We searched around the buildings, and Alexi arrived and helped put out the fires. And then we focused on trying to find the suspicious individual we saw fleeing the scene. I think we walked down the street and we found a tavern where some people were sitting outside and had talked about how they witnessed what was going on and were like, good job, like, stopping things, you guys. They were surprisingly friendly. And then they also helped us find information on the kid, whose name was Quentin Lightfoot, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is also one thing you guys have probably noticed with this town is that, like, this is probably the friendliest town you guys have ever been in.
Wow. For a secret town, everyone's like really nice. They're like, oh, you're in here? You must be cool.
Yeah, it's weird.
You must be new here and not here to do anything awful or evil at all.
Give me your money. Stab.
Everybody's so trusting.
Everyone's so complacent. I mean,
I mean, yeah, especially if you come in and like have money or, you know, do crazy stuff like stopping Niffins. Yeah, people are gonna like you.
Where's the treachery?
So after we got the information, I think we went straight there pretty much after maybe a few drinks inside. My notes stopped at this point.
I think we ended up getting some information, and then we went and found the kid. And we went to his house,
and we almost killed his mom.
And almost killed his
Yeah,
mom.
we almost did. You almost killed his mom.
Yeah, let's not forget who cast.
Yeah, you. I tried to cast hold person, and that shit went left real fast.
His mom interfered in a legal arrest. Okay.
She about to get got.
Yeah, we busted in there like a bunch of fucking SWAT team fucking people.
Full
little
you
bit.
drive
A little
home,
bit.
minding your business outside.
It's
But
true.
so
And then we went.
he ended up coming in. We asked him some
Yeah.
questions. We got some information. I can't remember what kind of information we got. I can't remember what questions we asked him.
Basically,
We
they were
basically
just like
confirmed he
practicing
was
some
saying.
conjuration stuff,
Yeah.
and
Well,
he
they were
like
trying to
convinced the two
teleport.
people, and then he bailed on the ritual.
Yeah.
And we were like, "You're an asshole. You caused those deaths." And then he felt really guilty, and we were like, "Yeah, you should feel guilty, you piece of shit."
You need to come tell Alexi about it.
And then I think we went to Alexi afterwards.
The parents were like,
He
"Go
was
with them."
there. I'm pretty sure Alexi was there the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
we
Kind of
drug him to
question.
the
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah,
Okay.
we went back to
His
the
parents were
the
there
monastery.
too.
Yeah. No, the other parents.
Yeah, not Quentin's parents, but
Yeah, the
Penny's
other
parents.
Yeah, that's right.
The marigolds.
Probably should have had his parents with him, to be honest, but they were like,
Right.
"No."
No.
Yeah, I will say once they heard that you guys were working for the Magister, that's when the father like had instantly turned and been like, "You need to go with them."
So we went back and we talked with Alexi, and there were some other people there. Who were the? Did we all get in the same room?
Yeah.
Think so.
I think so. And then we interrogated, and then I'm pretty sure Bryce, your character, gave us a house tour.
I served tea. Yes, I pointed out all the different doors as we were walking up to the green tea room. I think it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, wasn't there some weird sex dungeon or something that was locked?
That was Yell's
that's what-
interpretation.
I think that was our perception of what was actually there.
The sinner
Did I not
protects
add
again.
this as a handout?
Sex dungeon is a handout.
I do have a picture that I've been meaning to show you guys. Let me.
Is it the sex dungeon?
It was a normal
Yes, it's the
dungeon.
sex dungeon.
It just
I
said
think
sex
it's
on the walls. Get over.
Said help. I don't think we were in the same room.
Definitely not.
I
Where
think
did
it's a
the
sex
picture
dungeon.
go? Oh my god. It is a picture of the, well, not exactly of, but what I imagine the locks to look like on the doors.
Are they magical locks?
It's just like a screaming face.
Are they friendly magical?
That's fair.
Coochie
Yes.
coochie coo. Now you in?
Are they like sentient magical locks, like in the labyrinth, like with those two weird things that are guarding the doors with the shields?
I've not seen the
that have-
labyrinth.
Ooh,
You don't have to.
Oh, there it is.
dang, not a fan,
Thanks,
huh?
Dad.
I'm particular. I really love Jim Henson's work, so I think that it's awesome. But I know that it's not for everybody.
I'm not saying it's not great, but I'm like, it's creepy.
Chances
I'm
it's
getting-
okay for you to have bad taste.
I'm getting.
Okay. So that symbol with the
It's-
bottle and the broken up circles.
Oh, weird. So they just use Powerade bottles as a lock.
So
Wild.
so
The
it's,
bottle is
it's,
the key.
you got to find the lid and put it on to open the door.
it's just a visual of the three circles that are broken up.
Me and
Okay,
Zaid are
so not-
sponsored
And then an
by.
empty space in the middle, and then when the circles get completed, the door handle appears in that empty space.
Me and
Cool.
Zaid are sponsored
they're
by
really cute.
Gatorade, so you can't use that picture. You have to take that out.
I really did try and edit it to like get just the circle. I couldn't. I'm bad at editing pictures.
I do it in Microsoft Word. So if you ever need to do that again.
But yeah, so that since I couldn't figure out how to describe that in words, there's a picture for you. So you
Ooh.
guys passed a couple different doors going down to the training room. That you saw that were locked.
Are they engraved on the locks, or are they just like magically there? Like, do you?
Yeah, so it's like in the wall you can see like this outline almost engraved in the wall of what looks like a door with those 3 circles where a door handle would be, but there's like it's not actually a door until the circles get completed.
Okay,
And then
okay,
it transmutates into a functioning door.
okay.
Mm.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
asking so many questions about this.
Trying
Oh,
to break
thank
in
you,
later?
Matt. That's a good.
Oh, guys, too many circles.
Oh, but and so anyway, so going back to the recap.
Yeah, you're good.
We ended up learning a learned spell between all of us, which was chromatic orb.
Chromatic
Oh, yeah.
orb. We did do that.
And so we
Chromatic
learned how
orb.
to
That's
group
right, right.
cast.
Yeah, cooperative magic.
Yeah, we
Never
learned
share
how to
magic
use
with you.
group casting.
Also, like you can do it with more than just 2 people. You know, it's just the more people, the more rolls. You know,
And the more unstable, right?
potentially depends on how much juice you give it.
And Houdini used something that wasn't fire magic, which was wild and
It's
unheard of.
close. Lightning.
Yeah, but still unholy.
It was unholy.
Unholy.
It didn't cleanse the spirits.
Just mucked it up.
Just mucked it up. This is the unholy usage of magic.
And I think
Yeah,
that's kind
we
of
learned how to
like where
make a
we.
box, the Niffin
Oh,
box.
Niffin box.
Oh yeah, and we got the Niffin box, yeah.
And then I think we were about to head into the Feywilds to go get some wood
Oh,
to make
shit.
them.
Yes, we were.
To make
Yeah,
some Niffin
I had
boxes.
told you all to
God.
rest up and meet back in the morning.
No fires in the Feywild chance. No cleansing.
Sacred.
Purification is needed.
You wonder why I don't trust you.
I mean, it's probably because you just met him, and he wears a weird mask and a weird white robe, and like, it just particularly looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, no, that's it. That was all of it, pretty much.
Speaks in a constant stream of like sermon.
Yeah, dude. And the fire, just one
That was
bad
a pretty
idea
good
away from a
wrap-up.
row.
One point of clarification I will say is the ritual that the young ones were trying to cast was to teleport to the air elemental plane.
Oh,
Yeah, we learned that. But did they ever tell us why they were trying to go there? We
they just
mentioned
wanted
that,
to.
right?
I think.
teen angst.
He's
Yeah.
trying to
They were
impress his
just like,
girlfriend.
I've never been there before, and
Smells
Yeah,
like
so
kinda wanted to
it
go.
was Alice who really wanted to go,
It's always a fucking Alice.
and Penny wanted to impress her, and he was like, well, I have, the Magister told me my affinity is teleportation. I should be able to do this, no problem. And yeah, it was a big problem. Oh, one other point of clarification. I thought of a better metaphor for what Penny or what Quentin felt and why he decided to back out.
He's
That
a
was
coward.
the other thing I wanted.
Coward.
Because I had said something along the lines of like, when you wake up in the morning and like you just have a bad feeling. It was, I thought of it better. It's when they were trying to cast it for the first time. It was like that feeling of when you're getting a running start for a jump over something and you just know you don't have the speed. Like you need to stop.
Never had that in my life.
Yeah, I don't know how that. I can't
Sorry,
say
can't relate.
I understand.
I've made every jump I've attempted.
Ever in my life, ever.
I'll
I just
do
don't
it.
relate. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
The secret is
I mean,
to
yeah,
just
whether your
make
characters
mock
can
jumps.
relate or not, that's up to you. But I felt like that was a better explanation.
My secret is in the power of Christ.
It's in the power of the flame.
Who did so the Holy Spirit.
Oh, damn.
Do we pick up on the next morning?
Yeah, I say we'll pick up on the next morning after that lovely recap. Everyone is sleeping in their respective areas. I assume Drya is back in the tower.
Mm.
Tigger, I think you said you went back to the inn you stayed at the first time.
Heck yeah, always.
Darina found some rooftop to lie on under the stars.
Sure did.
Houdini did not have a place yet, but I assume you found an inn to stay at.
Absolutely. I mean, he would find wherever he could go. If there's a place that worships the flame, he might have stayed there.
Do you think Dryo would have tried to offer get the
Hey man, you
Magister
want a
to
little
let
roof?
him stay?
Uh,
if Houdini had brought it up at all,
would
that you
bring it
need
up?
a place.
I don't know if the tower is mine to offer.
The light of the flame always guides my way.
Do you have like a church in this town, like a temple? Because it's like a secret town, so
I don't know.
can't
Do I?
imagine there are lots.
I would say no. That is one thing maybe only Houdini probably has noticed. You haven't seen any churches in the brief time you've been in this town.
Oh, there's still got to be some people of the flame here. He'll find a place to stay. No worries.
I mean, yeah, you haven't seen all of the town yet, but so far from what you've seen, no church. No religious place.
Again, this is why he was summoned.
Okay, well, if you need like a place without a flame and just like normal fire, like you can probably come back here. I can probably pull a couple strings for you.
Well, I do greatly appreciate the offer. If I do not find a place to stay, I will head back here. Thank you.
All right, good luck. Already closing the door.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Definitely easy for you to have found an inn. If you had tried to find a place of religious worship first, you definitely would have been searching for a while. No luck.
Yeah, that's fine. How much does it cost to stay at the inn?
A golden night.
Cool. Well,
So.
I'll cough up for, I mean, at least the one night.
And then we have the Ceasefire twins. I think you guys said you went back to the cozy cave.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was a good spot.
Truth.
Wait, are you guys like,
It was
seriously
it was
staying
dark
in a
because there's
cave?
no windows. Well,
It's not.
It's like
not like a cave. It's subterranean.
it's like a hole in the ground.
It's kind of
It's
like a
called
hole.
cave to make it
But
nice.
it's like hole in the ground isn't like it is a very direct term, but not like the best term.
it's a nice hole in the ground.
So
Real
you
nice.
guys live in a dirt hole.
No, I mean technically
nice
we live on the
dirt hole.
road or even the sea.
Yeah.
We don't really.
They're
About-
renting a dirt hole.
Yeah,
It's got like beds and stuff. Like
yeah. It's real nice. You cannot come.
Fully
though.
furnished.
We broke some of the
Uh,
furniture.
I mean, look, it wasn't very sturdy furniture. Okay,
It's
in a
not.
cave. It's not really a cave though.
Trying to climb on one nightstand. It's crack.
in the early wee hours of the morning, while everyone is sleeping, What do you think Zade's dreaming about?
Zade is probably dreaming of I don't know, they're on board this like fantastical ship with all these crew running around, him and his brother, just on this like beautiful day. It could be a memory. Maybe it's happened. Maybe it's a glorification of a day, but it's just this like epic sailing on a beautiful day, a ready crew.
Oh, excuse me. As you are enjoying the sea air, a fog begins to roll in, and you see a lighthouse off in the distance. Hard to tell exactly, but you recognize that pattern of light sweeping out into the vast nothingness.
The dream probably like augmenting as like the camera pans, and now Zayd is in like a captain's attire and he points and calls out, "Lighthouse, go yonder."
As the ship pulls up to the shores, the fog begins to slightly dissipate as you get closer to land. You recognize these shores. The very rocky, cold, overcast shores of the South Shore. And you see a figure standing on the beach. Well, beach, the rocks. It is a very rocky beach, like in the UK.
Mm-hmm. And Zayd like immediately recognizes it. He probably sees the figure, doesn't even want to investigate, but he probably turns back to the crew and shouts, back to sea, everyone."
As you turn back, the boat is empty.
Uh, Cade? Cade?
As you call out for Cade, you take a step forward. Suddenly you're not hitting the wood of the boat anymore. You're on the rocky shore.
He, like, probably turns around a few times in panic and, like, pats himself down to find his wand.
It's not there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what's the matter? A very familiar feminine voice, almost whispering in your ear.
Zayd can't bring himself to turn around and look. So he just says while looking at the ground, "Can't you just leave me the fuck alone?"
Oh, why do you have to be so off-putting, huh? As you feel very familiar hands reach over your shoulders and kind of like caress your chest.
He probably just closes his eyes and is like muttering to himself, "Fucking wake up. It's not real. Wake up."
Oh, I think you misunderstand. This isn't a dream. Well, this isn't your dream.
I could have told you it wasn't a dream. You're here, you nightmare.
Oh, that's not very nice. As she pulls her hands away.
Talk about not being nice. Want to talk about using people?
Do you turn around at this point?
No, he can't. He can't bring himself to.
She's gonna take some steps forward, reaching her hand up to your chin, trying to pull you to bring eye contact.
Keeps his eyes shut, but his head probably still does move, and his like posturing moves to like face, but he tries to like keep his eyes shut as hard as he can. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Well, I've been watching you. I wish you would watch me right now.
And his eyes probably like slowly open up.
You see the very familiar figure of Lady Versica Vane the fourth magister of the South Shores.
Sorry about that.
Got yourself a
There
demon
we
girlfriend
go.
there?
You probably like stops breathing for a minute, and if he wasn't already, he's just like immediately breaks out into like a cold sweat. It's like a fucking seeing a ghost.
Oh, stop. You don't need to worry. I forgot how beautiful your eyes are. As she's like moving your hair out of your face, wiping a bit of the sweat off.
Why can't you just let me go?
Well, as I said, I've been watching, and you've gotten into a very interesting place, haven't you?
We're just trying to find a new home.
Look, I'm not trying to force you or anything, but I mean, I do feel like you owe me a little bit. I mean, you did take one of my magic items after all. That bag was a little expensive.
Look, the bag was a gift. You know it. And the other item, it felt right. After everything we did.
Look, this really won't be hard for you. You already have part of what I need you to do. Just need you to leave something in their tower.
What is it?
I mean, it's in the bag. I don't. Have you not seen it? The little gold spider.
Yeah, I have. I figured it was just a nice little keepsake. Of course he planted it there.
Oh, you know me too well. She caresses your face again.
Like pulls his head away, tries to like straighten his posture a little bit as he had been like slunched over, almost like hypnotized. If I do this, if I leave it, you have to stop this. Let me go. Let us go.
She takes a deep breath. I suppose I'll try. I mean, honestly, I can't really explain it myself, this infatuation with you, but it's been a while since I've had someone who made me feel even remotely alive.
Yeah, fair enough. What even is this? What if I am gonna do this, you have to be honest with me and tell me what even it is. What am I doing?
I mean, do you want to know? Wouldn't it be safer for you if you don't?
Probably. That would be smart.
I mean,
But
I'll tell you if you want, but since you want me to be honest.
Yeah, what is it? I'd rather know.
Well, I can't see inside the tower. I need something to bypass their wards. This will give me a way in.
Again, I have your word. If I do this, that's it.
Fine. This really
You
will be
probably-
doing a lot for me, so I guess it's worth it.
He probably like stares at her for a minute. Is like seeing her as her instead of like this visage that's been in his head, just like takes her in. Yeah, that'll be it. and we'll be done.
Oh, we did have some good times, didn't we?
Good times. Yeah, I suppose you would look at it that way. Yeah, you did have some good times.
Gives a very sly smile. Well, I guess since you seem so uncomfortable with me around, I'll get out of your brain. Although I do think it's time for you to wake up now, isn't it? And she slaps you across the face. And you jolt up.
Snap back to reality.
Cold
There goes
blood.
me.
As soon as he's
There's
awake
definitely a
and
sting
conscious,
like on your face. Like it feels like you got slapped, but
he's like immediately patting himself down, grabs his wand like in hand, and like lets out like the first exhale of waking up. As soon as he like has his wand, and he just like stares at his wand for a minute. Phew. Fuck me.
if you were I decided this place should have clocks so you can actually tell the time. maybe this is the first time you've noticed, like you try and like figure out what time it is, like, oh shit, there's no windows, and then as you're looking you actually like see a clock like right above, like embedded in the doorway.
Oh shit! I never saw that.
It is very early, especially for you. It's like 6 in the morning.
Jesus.
She did this on purpose. She knows you don't like being up early.
Bitch. God damn it. I'm not being awake alone. And he gets out of bed and probably just like uncharacteristically, like nicely wakes Kate up. Hey, buddy, wake up.
What? Something wrong? What's going on?
Hey, yeah,
Close
good.
that.
You're good. Yeah, you have your knife.
You're acting real nice.
I know. Hey,
Code.
yeah. Sorry. Little had a dream. Not really.
What happened to your
a nightmare.
face?
What?
A handprint just right.
Oh, it's like really there?
Yeah.
Like go to like a nearby mirror or something, or maybe I make a
I
mirror with
wasn't
my
thinking
conjuration.
so, but I
magic.
kind of like that. Yeah, there's like a handprint left on your face.
Fuck. Well, Lady Vane did this.
How?
I can't really get into that part. I
That's
haven't really
fair.
figured it out, but
Yeah, it's gonna lot.
she wants me to. And she like probably pauses and like turns to his bag and like rifles through it for a minute and pulls out this little like ornate like golden spider that's like kind of curled up a little bit.
That weird
That
thing.
she wants me to leave this in the Magister's tower here. Something about bypassing wards, gaining access.
It's fair. Wonder if she can like turn it on or something. Just kind of poke it.
I mean, probably, if I'm being honest with myself, she's probably watching us have this conversation right now.
That's creepy.
Yeah, very much so. But she said if I did this, if I left this in the Magister's tower, that she'd leave us alone.
I mean, it's not a bad deal.
That's what I thought. I mean, we don't really know them, right? I mean, they're
Yeah,
nice
like
enough.
A couple
And
days.
Exactly.
It's home.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I also don't know if she'll actually leave us alone.
That's also
Hot up. Tree just Dan, do we do Dan if we don't?
Do you think you would think back on that conversation again? Maybe going over the wording.
Zaid probably would, just because he would try to give it all to Cade. If he was just by himself, he would try not to think about the actual conversation, just the nuts and bolts of it. But yeah, in an effort to convey to Cade everything, Zaid would like try to go back, start at the beginning of the dream as it's like kind of fuzzier, the more awake he becomes.
I'll give you a history check with advantage since this is still pretty fresh.
Fair enough. History.
Nerd.
18.
That's
Now,
good
this
roll,
could
that's good
this
roll.
could be my memory being wrong, but as far as I remember, you in character said you have to leave me alone.
Leave us. I said me. I said leave us alone.
Yeah, he said both. I actually have it written down.
Okay. All right, then that's my bad. But you do remember that specifically. You said us.
Mm-hmm. It'll be it for me and her. And she'll be done with us. She'll leave us alone. Finally, the sea spires will be done with her. Look, she's already took too much of our time. The sooner we can get her out of our lives, the better. But if you don't think we can trust her, I won't do it. Even if she's listening to this right now, I don't give a fuck. Either we're doing this together or we're not doing it.
Well, I mean, I don't trust her, but might as well just try. Get rid of the creepy spider thing. One less thing for her to watch us with. If it works out, great. Even buys us some time.
Exactly. And I mean, I won't drop it until we get back from our trip. Just in case. I mean,
That's fair. He's stuck.
Yeah, I'd rather drop it and then we could like leave town or something afterwards. Just have that as an option.
That's fair.
But if she wants access to that place, it can't be for good. We both know Lady Vane. If she wants in there, it's for something nefarious.
He's strong too.
It's fair. I mean, maybe Alexi has like guards and stuff. Maybe it'll all just be for nothing and we'll get off scot-free.
I mean, he has wards. He's a magister. He's got 6 fingers.
True. That's a very good point.
Can't stop looking at it. I think he's mad. I stare. I can't help it. But probably be fine.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, can't even find this place. Walking into a rock.
That's a good point, actually. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. As soon as we get back from our trip, we'll leave the spider, go from there.
Jesus, what time is it?
It's early. I do apologize. She is such a bitch. She did this on purpose. I know she did.
God.
I know. I didn't want to be in it by myself. So, breakfast tacos?
With some breakfast wine? He pulls out the bottle that he stole from last night.
You're a genius, just as smart as you are pretty.
He calls me smart.
Well, I got it. I'm also, we look the same, so I'm also complimenting myself. So it's
No, I know. I get that. That's why I said nobody calls me smart.
that's fair. Hey, that's fair.
See through you.
My question is where does Ratsworth sleep?
Kind of like a cat does on our heads.
Yeah, he goes back and forth between the two of us. Maybe he was sleeping with Cade this night.
Whoever has the better pillow.
Basically, yeah. Whoever goes to bed last or first. Again, depending on the night.
In his mood.
You guys set out to try and find some breakfast tacos.
With our breakfast buzz.
Mhm.
You've never been up this early, so it's things haven't quite started yet.
Never been up this
damn
early,
it.
but we've been up this late.
Yes. This is a new feeling to be beginning our day at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. But you can tell like people like every shop's kind of like in the opening process. Like no one has their signs flipped open yet, but you can see that there are people in shops getting things ready.
We look like degenerates just passing a flask, walking around.
Yeah, we'll mill around, pass the flask, find the place that opens the first, flight first.
Shake off
Yeah.
the morning rough.
Yeah.
Breakfast roulette.
It probably would be breakfast tacos.
Nice.
That's probably the one place that's actually open and ready because they probably are like selling stuff to all the people like opening their shops and stuff.
Nice.
With as many tacos as this place have, I'm starting to think this is just fantasy LA.
Yeah, I will say it's not just like one taco stand. There are a couple different breakfast tacos seem to be popular here. It's like the equivalent of hot dogs in New York.
Interesting. What's this
Maybe
town
not
called
necessarily.
again?
The Hidden Cliffs.
Hidden Cliffs. The secret tacos of the Hidden Cliffs.
Oh, these are my tacos.
So yeah, we probably just meander around for the morning till we think it's an appropriate time to go to the tower and meet up with everyone.
So you guys meander about.
I'm gonna take off 2 gold for tacos, and it was 1 gold for room, right?
Yes.
So
I was
we'll
about to bring that up.
We'll do 2 gold for room and tacos. Tacos are on me, by the way, Cade. It's as an apology for waking you up.
That must be a lot of fucking tacos.
And we got a couple. It's early. Why are you judging us? You're not even here, Fireboy.
They put edible gold on top.
I just like for like how many tacos? How much you?
I gave
fucking
him a
tacos
tip
are?
as well. I tip
Oh,
everywhere.
okay. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Inflation's a bitch here.
It's just a good way to make a friend, make you memorable. Leave him a little bit of money.
So what do we care?
Who
Chance
else
to be with
thinks that their
stingy rich
character would be an early riser?
Tiger would. Tiger would be a.
Yeah, I think Houdini would probably get up pretty early.
Time is money.
Scrooge
Tiger likes money.
I sleep like a rock. I'm still asleep.
Let's be
Well, also
nice.
you don't even really have to go anywhere. You just gotta get up.
Yeah.
The roof is extra warm today. Staying in.
Tigger gets up.
Feeds
Imagine you
Kiba.
pay your gold for your room.
Of course.
You looking for breakfast tacos again, or?
Oh, of course. That's all he eats. All he eats. Yeah, wake up, feed Kiba. He probably has some like plants scattered around his little hotel too that he just randomly picks up. Waters some plants. Takes care of his little green children. Oh, named all of them. Oh, Andrew, you looking a little dry there, and then
I'm imagining it's a bunch of like wildflowers.
oh, absolutely, 100%. It's nothing crazy.
most
It's not.
most things that people would get rid of.
Yeah, he like picks dandelions off of like the cracks of just random streets.
Is that crabgrass under your windowsill?
I'll take your crabgrass too.
I'll name him Charleston.
Hmm. Yep, does that and then gets on his gear and probably heads out. See if there's any odd jobs he can do before he goes to the main spot.
You probably see an old lady struggling with like a cart.
Robber.
You help her out.
Are you okay? Are you okay? And then run over. Kibo, watch out! Watch out! Stay here. Come on.
Oh, thank you. I'm just getting ready for the morning. Gotta get the shop open. She's got
What?
like all these like paints and like art supplies.
What would you like me to help with? I can help you. Do you need this in your shop?
Oh, you could pull the cart. That would be nice.
Of course, I can pull it. Keep it, come on, and puts his
She's been
hand down.
trying to like go up this ever so slight incline. It's just enough of an incline to like make it a struggle for her.
Lift the cart, and you want me to roll
Ooh.
a strength check? Or
Yeah, roll me a strength check.
oh god.
Said you're trying to lift it.
Hey.
Oh, easy.
Hey,
Easy. You pick this thing up like it's just like a small dog.
Like Kiba. He's a kitty.
Oh my.
Where would you like your cart?
Oh, it's just a couple blocks up the road.
That's gonna cost you some gold. Joking
very
but serious
simple
at the
walk.
same time.
This probably takes you a good like 15, 30 minutes when it could have just taken like 10, 20
Jesus Christ.
because of how slow she walks.
So, what's your name? Making small talk.
Oh, Mrs. Granbury.
Oh, Mrs. Grimber, how long have you been here? In
Oh,
this beautiful town?
how old am I? She kind of like looks off at the distance. 72 years?
Oh, Lord. That's a long time. What, has there anything weird been going on here lately?
I heard there was some those Niffins attacked the other day.
Is that the only thing that's really been weird around here? Since you've been here for 72 years?
Hmm. I mean, yeah, it's usually just Niffin attacks. I mean, it's not like all the time.
Yeah,
Just when
that's fair.
somebody decides to be stupid, I guess.
damn, Granny.
That's fair. So, all these stupid people turn into Niffins?
Well, no, I mean, anyone can make a stupid decision.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, I've made some pretty dumb decisions.
Shows his tattoo.
It does not look good anymore. It's all misshapen and like it was supposed to be a deer. It just looks like muck now. Like
Is that a puddle of water? Is that? That's
yeah.
Oh,
Like I was saying, anyone can make dumb decisions.
that's fair. So, how's your business doing? You make a lot of money? It kind of has like that smirk on his face.
Oh, it's not very polite to talk about finances now with strangers.
I've been walking with your cart for 30 minutes. We are not strangers.
Oh, has it really been that long?
Yes, it has.
Oh, here we are. In front of the
That'll
shop.
be 2 gold for my services.
Oh, here. I'll give you 3 for the company.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anytime you need help, next time you need help, I'll do it for free, just for you. Gives her a wink.
No, easy. You hold this door open.
That's 5 gold. I'm just kidding.
Takes her like 3 minutes to get the right key to unlock it.
Of course. Of course. Smashes
You
the
eventually,
window. All right, there you go. I'm just kidding.
you eventually finish helping her make your way to get tacos.
It's taco time, Kiba. He was kind of like nestled in between the back of my neck and the shell. And my shell. Just chilling.
Probably when you run into Caden Zaid. Maybe as they're finishing up tacos since it took you so long.
Hmm.
Does Tigger ever stop into that restaurant anymore?
Oh yeah, dude. He'll probably go back every once in a while for sure. For sure. It's probably not in this town, but yeah, he'll probably go back.
Maybe we're nearby. It's a sleepy little town on the edge of a mystery.
Yeah.
Seeing Happy Turtle walking up, Zayd would probably give a call over. Hey, Double T, what's up, buddy?
Hey. How's it going, Zayd? What's wrong with your face?
Is there still a handprint? Cade, you said it was gone.
I said it faded,
God damn it.
but not completely.
Did you guys get drunk again? And did you play the slap game? Do you remember we played that one time on the ship?
Yeah,
Well,
we did actually. Funny
Yes.
enough, yeah. Cade fucking clocked me real good. He ended up winning,
boy.
of course.
Yeah,
He's got the quick hands.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, he beat the shit out of you last time too.
Oh
He
well, that
usually
was.
does. He usually does. If I'm being fair, he's fast. He's
I,
fast.
I don't beat him. Don't phrase it like that.
No, you
We
beat
don't.
the shit out of him. I remember you cocked back, and he wasn't really paying attention at first, and then you just whooped the shit out of him, and it was pretty crazy.
That was crazy. Any breakfast tacos? How about that? Doesn't that sound good, buddy? We could do that.
Crazy too. All right.
All
Goes
right.
up, starts ordering.
Does anyone else think their character would be getting breakfast tacos?
Does the
just wanna-
Magister like breakfast tacos? Alexi?
After you probably trying to cook for like the past week, yeah, they would love some breakfast tacos.
Anything.
Oh, you want to give me a break from cooking? Sure, I can pick up breakfast tacos.
Just
I
throw
like
some
to think
cinnamon on there on
that
way back.
the whatever stall they keep getting breakfast tacos at, I'm like on a rooftop nearby, so I just eventually am like, like the business of morning has woken me up, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I just want a bowl of porridge for once.
As Tigger gets the breakfast tacos from the stand after the long order, maybe Dorita just hops down.
Yeah, I just kind of poke my head and go, "You always eat that much in the mornings. That seems. I don't know.
Do you ever eat in the morning?
Well,
Well,
down the
we eat what we
morning.
can.
Well,
Depends
here,
on the
Eat
days.
again.
There were some times where we ate nothing but berries to satisfy our needs for a day. Not the
Well-
most delicious, but it would at least satisfy us long enough.
well,
I
it
do.
looks like it. So here, and gives you a taco.
Because she kind of squints at you, like she'll take the taco and be like, "What is that supposed to mean?"
It means you need to eat. That's what that means.
Now that you're not wrong about. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
I'll kind of start munching. Then I'll kind of turn and go, "Oh, fancy meeting you here." As did the Magister send you out this morning?
I assume
Me?
you're talking to Drya.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably when Drya walks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone else is talking to each other and like discussing tacos and maybe like swapping bites and salsa and whatever. And then like all of a sudden Dorina greets Drya, like who's just been standing at the edge for an unknown period of time.
Oh,
Yeah, you're kind of like standing in the way of the line. But it's fine.
Yes. My apologies. Let me just step out of the way here. I'll kind of step out of the way and say, does the
She orders,
Magister
like, 3
always
dozen
send you out
tacos.
on little fetch quests?
Not always, because like I used to get lost, because the crazy thing about places like here is you go down an alley and then the next time you go down the alley it's exactly the same. So it's like, what's going on?
It's just
I feel like you wouldn't like the ocean too much.
But isn't the ocean like always changing? That makes
Well,
sense.
it does, but when you're out on the bow of a ship just looking overboard, it all kind of blends in after a while.
Oh right,
Don't
like
get me
the
wrong,
ship
it's
is
absolutely
always the
gorgeous and
same.
absolutely beautiful, but it's a lot of blue and not much changes from day to day, and without proper navigation it's easy to get lost. That's tends to why I prefer nighttime. A lot more to look at. Stars and all.
Oh, yeah, I thought at night for like other people they can't see in the dark, and so it would just be like black everywhere.
Well,
Which seems
the
worse.
unique thing about being out in the ocean is, especially if it's a clear night, between the moon and the stars, you have plenty of light to see, even if there is no sun.
And like nothing to do. That's cool. Like if that's your thing. Oh, I think my tacos are ready.
Order for the horned one.
That's me. She's like holding 3 tacos with like 2 fingers, or like 3 dozen tacos with like 2 fingers balanced. I guess everyone can like follow me. I know a way that always stays the same.
Wait, have any of y'all seen the
Good.
little owl? Was it Houdini? Y'all, where's he?
Oh, that's
Oh,
a great
yeah.
question.
That's right. If we go quick, we could miss him.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Amazing.
Why do we always think so similar, Kay? I kind of agree with that. He's a little creepy. He's a little creepy.
I don't know. I feel like a bit of firepower could go a long way, especially where we're heading.
See, that's like minds. We're thinking alike now.
I like water. I don't like fire.
I like
Big
to think
difference.
Houdini like steps out from behind the taco stand.
I've been here the whole time.
He like
Take
stands
the
up
whole
from
place
being
out.
crouched behind it.
It's like that fucking Office meme where Dwight's talking to the camera and Angela's standing right behind him, and then he turns around and he's like, "Oh God!"
That's one of my favorites. When they're in the arcade. It's so funny.
I do it to Cade.
Hey.
Oh God! I found him. We can go. He'll step back away from you a little bit, very slowly.
I do believe I was summoned.
No.
Are you always that good at just hiding in plain sight like that?
I mean, small creature. Not a lot of people pay too much attention to me.
Wait,
Yeah,
how tall are
you?
DM, how tall are you?
I said it for his skinks.
I think I did.
I don't know. A lot of people did.
He's like 4 feet tall.
Okay.
He's
Not
tiny.
terribly short, but pretty short.
I mean, for like a creature, like he's pretty small for all these like 5 to 6 foot things wandering around.
I'm a
Yeah.
giant at 5 feet. Tower. And that doesn't include my antlers.
Yeah, I was about to say that the antlers add like another like 6 inches. So
Haha. I'm 5'5". That's average.
He likes to say that he's 4 feet tall, but he's on his tiptoes under the cloak.
you're under talent.
You just don't trim your talons.
The treat.
It sounds like a velociraptor everywhere.
Yeah,
I go.
yeah. I was about to say you just like clicks when you walk.
Every time you're
Or
on a hard
the peacock
surface.
from Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, that's the whole expedition party there, minus our fearless leader, of course.
Who might that be?
We have a leader.
Alexi?
Oh,
The
yeah, she
Master?
gives. For God, they give us gold. They give us gold. That's fair. Leader, gold.
Are they more of
Allah.
a? I don't know if I would say leader, employer maybe, but leader.
Leader of the expedition? That's what I would call the person that knows the Feywild and is taking us, unlearned folk, into the Feywild.
Come
Well,
on
I
with
mean,
us.
Don't
Yes.
we have somebody?
I
in the
assumed he was
area?
coming with us. Is he just going to turn us loose in there? Holy
I
shit. I didn't
That's
even
what
think about
my
that.
Isn't that
my
what-
impression was, that they were just going to turn us loose in there.
Oh, God. Some of us may die. I was going to say that before we get there. If he's not with us,
Well, I mean, I thought
I don't
I
know.
can
I've heard
do
some
a little
stories.
bit to
They
try
don't
and
wanna
keep
die.
people alive, but it's not usually my expertise.
Same.
I went to the Feywild one time.
Well, I mean, I figured that's what was.
That's a lie. I haven't gone to the Feywild.
Although if you're wanting to be saved today, though, won't be able to do anything about keeping you alive until tomorrow. So I guess we'll see how today goes, and we'll kind of go from there.
That's a
I mean,
good point. This could be a multi-day expedition. Didn't even think about that.
Well,
Holy shit.
I mean, isn't Drya coming with us? I figured that's
yeah.
She's from there, isn't she?
That's a good point. Didn't think about that. Good point, Houdini.
I imagine she has kind of started wandering away.
I think she's just gone. We're all there
Yeah,
chatting it up.
she started
She's-
walking already towards the tower.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I got my tacos."
See you there.
We should probably catch up with her.
Probably
She's
that's
gonna
We can
use
trust
to
Drya.
yes.
Wait,
Yeah,
where's
good idea.
Drya?
Yeah, she's already
Go away.
walked ahead.
Yeah.
Did anyone catch where she went? She did say she knew the way.
I mean,
I've
we've been there.
yeah, I figured she's.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
we could just walk there. Do you not
Yeah.
remember where to go?
It's the way
It's
she
like- it's like
specified
in the center.
unchanging makes me
I
think
could
it
probably
may
find it
change.
just fine, guy.
It's that big old tower. I mean, yeah, we went there.
It's
We'll find it.
face.
We went there yesterday. We went there a couple
It's-
times yesterday, actually.
I mean, I will say from most any point in the city, you can see the tower.
And we're off.
Drya has a habit of like walking around a corner and facing the wrong way, like to look for the tower. So she's constantly reorienting herself.
Not like back home in the Feywilds.
Still there. Weird.
I turned the wrong direction and it's not where I expected it to be. Weird.
You guys make your way back to the tower. Excuse me.
You gave me your
10 minutes after you arrive, Drya appears around the corner.
Somehow having gotten there after you guys.
Wait a second. I thought you were you would have gotten here before us.
We've knocked like a dozen times.
Why would you think that? Anyway,
Well, I mean, we saw you walking off.
you did? I thought I was faster than that. Well, we
No.
can get inside now.
She's gonna lead us to our death out there.
You would notice as you guys walk up that the doorknob is actually there this time. Probably because Drya was sent out on a task.
Magister, tacos, breakfast.
Just make your way inside. Oh. Good morning, all. Oh.
Good morning.
I have tea. Let me, and they kind of like wave their hands, and a few more cups kind of appear from the, or like start floating out from the cupboard.
Oh, Magister's tea. Thank you, Magister.
Ah,
Houdini will
much
take a cup.
appreciated. Say it as well.
Much obliged. Thank you.
You got some no cheese, right?
Yes, Magister. That's this dozen here.
Excellent.
And then, like, on another dozen, she's picking the cheese off.
So how do we go about this? How do we enter the Feywilds? I can't say it's an expertise of mine.
Yeah, I think we had a few questions that we wanted to clear up as well. Will you be joining us on this expedition?
Yes, so I have a portal for us to go through. I will be accompanying you all to the royal court in the Feywilds. I have some business to attend to there, and I'm pretty sure we will be leaving you in the hands of, I think it was Atri Art? Atri? I'm slipping on their name a bit, but they're a very excellent ranger.
I mean, that's not the most. I don't know. Good sign that you can't remember who they are.
That's like really
Right.
normal. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm better with faces, honestly, but I do trust them, and the court trusts them.
We're inside the tower, right?
Yes.
Can I keep an eye out for a good spot to stash a golden spider thing?
Yeah. You gonna give me an investigation?
Investigation? Ooh, yeah, that was better. Looking for bits.
Okay. You think you see a couple spots, maybe. Oh, excuse me. Maybe on top of like the cupboards, they're kind of high up. The Magister always seems to kind of just make things float out. Maybe they don't actually like look up there much. You're not really seeing any like loose floorboards or anything. No cracks in the walls or nothing. Like, maybe you could find something to like attach it under the table. There's a couple spots.
I'll just take note. I'll tell Sade when we're away from everybody. Case in the
We have a bit of an arrangement. I and the court of the Tiger Rose. They help watch over the palistrum trees. And in exchange, I help harvest them, and they help produce the Niffin boxes since they take so long to enchant. So you guys will be harvesting a tree for us, and we bring that back to the court, and we leave with some Niffin boxes.
Not gonna lie, it seems like a very simple task, but something about this is screaming that it'll be far from it.
How does
I mean, it's the Feywild.
How
I
does one
don't-
harvest a tree?
Do you chop it down?
Yeah, pretty
I also-
straightforward, I guess.
There's no like weird magical bits about this tree that make it impossible to cut down or
And
any such nonsense like that.
what should we expect about the Feywilds?
I don't know anything about the Feywilds. That's not something I'm too familiar with.
Precisely same on my end.
Just
I don't
trying to
really
get
like walking into something unknown.
right. So just trying to
This
get
is
as
fair.
much information as I can. Drya, you got anything that you can chime in on about this, possibly?
The best season of the year to visit is definitely whaling season, because when the screaming auroras stream across the skies, you like never feel more alive. Oh,
It sounds
and the blood apple
terrifying.
trees are in
I can't
season.
tell if you're trying to pull my leg if you're being serious or not.
I'm pretty sure she's serious. That
What
seems
what
very serious.
what season would you say it is in the Feywilds now, Drya?
Oh, you can't know till you get there.
Oh, okay. Well, I certainly hope it's possibly a different season than that, but
I will
Seems like it'd be
say,
very hard to sleep during that season.
indeed.
when we are in the lands of the Tiger Rose Court, that will be the safest time for us. The Feywilds can be dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing, but you will be with a very knowledgeable guide. Um, and I mean, you all seem fairly capable. This is also sort of a test. See if you guys can handle yourselves in slightly unexpected situations.
Well, do you have any recommendations for prepared things that we should be ready for before we do head into this thing?
Um, oh, I do have a few potions if you guys need them.
I mean, we'll definitely take all the help that we can get, I'm sure.
Some things can be poisonous there. Definitely, I mean, even in, the normal material plane, you shouldn't just eat mushrooms unless you know it, but definitely just probably don't eat anything really while you're there unless you brought it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Breakfast tacos it is.
That's what the third dozen of tacos is for. That's the chicken taco.
We call
Only
those
a dozen.
rations.
But all the
So-
cheese has been picked off.
Is this going to be a thing where we just are gonna pop in? Are we gonna be there for an extended period of time? Is it gonna be just a few days? Is it gonna be weeks?
Hopefully shouldn't be too long. Time may be a little weird when we come back. But it should only feel about a day for us.
Don't
But how
quite
long is it
know what
actually?
If everything goes smoothly.
don't quite know what that's supposed to mean. Don't know if
Well,
it makes me feel any better.
Well,
how
the Feywilds and the material plane aren't exactly in sync, although they are connected.
so how much time would you say
In,
passes here versus there? If it's a day over there, how much time will have passed here?
it's very hard to say, honestly. It seems to fluctuate. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. You you kind of just have to go with it.
Yeah, but like, do we have like any kind of like estimates per se? Like a
One,
range?
how does one estimate the will of the gods?
Well, I don't know. Can you give me like it may be 2 hours or it could be up to 4 years. Like
That sounds like a great range to me, Houdini. I think you just said 2
Is it
hours to
stellar?
4 years.
I can't say I've got anything tying me here, so even if it is 4 years, really won't make a difference to me.
Yeah, it would make
I-
coming back a little bit more interesting, honestly.
I will say, in our studies, things have never been that extreme in the case of a simple day trip. But yes, if you gave it enough time, there is a chance you could go, miss 4 years here.
Well, should we not dilly-dally any longer?
But yeah,
No
I
time to
wouldn't.
spare.
I wouldn't worry about that. That would be a much more extended trip than what we have planned.
Well, that's at least something. Better than coming back and finding this place in ruins, and who knows what disaster could take place within just a matter of years.
That'd be terrible because I'm
Just a
still
matter of
checked in at
weeks,
the
actually.
end. Ugh.
Even a
I will
matter of
Should I
say,
weeks
bring
can
all
make a
my
big difference.
belongings then?
I mean, how many belongings do you have, Double T?
My business.
Hey, no harm, no foul. It should be fine. I mean, I can't imagine the worst thing we're going to deal with is time fluctuation going to the Feywild. You know what I mean? I think that's a weird thing to get hung up on.
Yeah, I'll be honest, we'll probably die. So maybe I need to sit it for all my family. My plan, Andrew, Christina,
I mean,
Amy.
Oh, is that your family?
Yeah, it's my family. Oh, and Kiba, but Kiba's coming with me.
Oh,
I
yeah, there you
mean,
go.
it was more of a curiosity question, but
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what they say about curiosity? It ate the pizza.
Curiosity
mean?
ate the pizza.
I
You
don't.
taught me that one, Zay.
I'm not
Yeah.
too.
I can't say I've heard that one before.
Yeah, I can't say I'm too familiar with that phrase, but I will put that one in the back pocket, as they say.
Yeah. It's a South Shores thing.
Never heard that one
I thought it
before.
was front pocket. Okay, I get it. Back pocket makes sense.
real quick question, DM to players. Do any of you guys have potions?
Nope.
I do not.
No,
Not
No.
currently.
I'm naked.
Okay.
We out here.
Couldn't remember, just wanted to make sure.
Perfect.
I have some
Yes.
basic armor.
Same.
I have cure wounds.
I have a cursed cloud.
I have a potion that says I get one wish.
I've got leather armor and a shield, so like I'm doing hot.
I got a
Same
Niffin
one.
box. Pretty sweet. I got a bag of holding.
Stone of good luck.
I got some whiskey.
Uh,
Only half a bottle, but
As this conversation is
Better
happening,
stock
the
up.
Magister would do some very intricate finger movements with their 6-digit hands. And then
They're weird.
a bottle of red liquid would appear in front of each of you. Basic health potion. Just in case.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Now that is a handy little trick there.
And then in the middle of the table, there would be 2 more slightly like lime green colored potions.
what are those?
Those would be some basic cure poison.
Cure poison. That's pretty handy. Do y'all mind if I snag one?
Go for it.
I got a little bit of movement with some of my spells, so I can get it to someone if they need it.
By all means, please take it, sir.
So there was 2 anti-poison and 1 health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well, 1 health for each of you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it just a basic?
Yeah,
just a
2d4
basic.
plus 2.
Cool. Just a basic little potion.
There's a just in case for each of you if you go down. But
It's an
there's only
oh shit button.
but there's only 2 cure poisons.
Who's taking the other one?
Poisons. Um,
I
Yes,
think whoever's going to be closer to the front should take it. I'm going to be in the
Yeah.
back in most cases, so we should
do
have
we
another
have
one in
any
place.
frontliners?
It would be me, the druid who
Like I
casts
think
spells.
Tigger.
I was gonna say, I think the 2 druids are the tanky. Me and
Let's
you, I think, are the
go.
2 frontliners.
I love that. Let's go.
Oh boy.
No melee up in this bitch.
So,
So,
annoying.
I'll take the other one then.
Okay.
And I'll just. No one else is gonna take it. I suppose it's someone has to, and I'll just kind of walk up and take
I
it.
think that's a good call, Dorina.
This is quite an interesting adventure party.
Yeah, coming from you, that's hilarious, if I do say so myself.
Well then, finish up your tea and food, I guess. Get some stretches in. Once you're ready, I have a bit of a shortcut to the portal, so we don't have to walk all the way down the stairs.
Do I need help with any kind of preparations?
Oh, they would tell you to fetch a a bag of holding.
Will do.
Maybe
I'll
2.
go into like a room
For-
filled
for
with
the wood.
magical items. So next to the
They
golden trinket room and the bronze trinket room and the silver trinket room.
they have a large bag of holding. Like it looks like one of those like gym bags, you know?
It's like a duffel bag.
Yeah, that's like a duffel bag.
The duffel bag of holding.
Yeah.
You got it, boss.
Dumble bag.
That's what they use for the wood. It's the same bag that you saw them carrying.
The body bag of holding. Got it.
Don't worry, guys. We could just put all the bags of holding in each other, right?
No,
No, you
I
don't.
don't.
You don't.
Hell no, do it. Do it.
Make a nuke.
So I'd be off helping with that. I was just wondering, do I happen to know anything about the royal courts? Like, have I interacted with them during my time in the Feywild? Because I never thought to flesh that out.
Yeah, I don't worry. I've had.
Okay, cool. So I won't worry about it then.
You have not necessarily directed or like interacted directly with anyone from the court, but anytime that like judgments need to be made or something, like the court holds like it's an open court to the the Fey people.
The Fey folk.
So you've probably been to a few court proceedings and we're like,
How
this is really boring.
How exciting! Everyone just like standing around and complaining.
So we have. So how much time do we have before leaving? Can we do some more preparations? Because
Like 40 minutes, maybe max.
Yeah.
okay. Before during this down period, I'm gonna ask Alexi and just say, might be a bit of an odd question. Is there an armorer nearby I might could visit? Within
Yeah,
at least within walking distance.
there are a few
Kind of
studies.
looking around and seeing the rest of the squad and just seeing that there isn't anyone for frontline. She just kind of wants to get some better armor.
Yeah. They would they'd pull out a little piece of paper seemingly out of nowhere and then kind of just like flick it with their extra pinky, and a little simple map appears directing you from like, you are here at the tower.
Cool.
And
Yeah. For simplicity's sake and just for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna go buy some scale mail armor.
scale mail, nice.
Yeah, because druids can wear
Medium
we'll call
armor.
it medium armor. And I currently only have leather, so
How
Not
much
if you're a
scale mail?
turtle. Not
Oh,
if
that's
you're a
right.
turtle.
I was about to say you
Good
get that nice AC.
So yeah, you guys are kind of frontlinery druid boys.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh, I
Okay.
can be. I've
Wait, like
weirdly
druid.
enough, I've kind of have somewhat built her to have melee capabilities.
Hell yeah. That's
So-
what's up.
I'm a cool AC
Would
17.
you I know you want to like kind of just speed run this real quick.
Yeah.
Would you possibly bring up what you are doing or like why you are getting armor?
Probably. Yeah, I'm just looking around being like that. I would have told her that like I'm just looking to get a bit something that's a bit more hearty than what I'm currently wearing.
Oh, are you going out adventuring?
In a sense, I have been hired for a job that requires me to get a little bit more suited up. I don't
Oh,
really, I don't often prefer to like wearing the heavier stuff, but this might be an incident where I might benefit me in the long run.
all right. I guess that'll set scale mail. We got set right here. I could do that for 60 gold. I mean, so you mind me asking who you're working for? I don't know.
Oh, just the magister of the town. We're kind of going on a job for them.
Oh, her eyes light up at that. Oh, you're working for the Magister.
She's just being kind of she's like, why is this such a big deal? Kind of like, just I'm just trying to do a transaction here, like.
I could drop that down to 40 gold for you.
I consider it sold, and I'll hand her the money.
I mean, the Magister's done so much for this town. It literally would not be here without them.
So it would seem. I'm a bit new here to town, so I don't really understand the whole scope of everything, but they seem nice enough, at least.
Well,
Offered
your job
me
goes
to be
well.
their apprentice.
Oh, wow. Apprentice? They have not taken up an apprentice. Like, everyone was kind of expecting it. Like, I've only been here 15 years, but
Well, I've only been here for about 2 days, so.
Oh, oh, well. Well, you miss special over here.
I think that's back up to 60 now.
Yeah. Actually, 75 gold.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You've already exchanged the gold. You can't go back.
Yeah, you maybe see her contemplate.
You definitely are picking up like, oh, she's a little jealous. Like, like what the
Just 'cause
fuck?
of
Who
one
are
of her.
you? Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that's Unless she has like
Season.
anything else, she's just Durin is just kind of. Well, I am a bit of on a time crunch. I don't have a lot of time to wait.
Oh yeah, sure. I bet. Gotta make it quick. Gotta get things done. Chop.
I mean, I Durin is just like yes, like I don't know why you're making a big deal. Like I need to go. Like
as you like turn around, you hear him mumbling like, "What the fuck? 2 days, God."
All right. Let me add that into my.
During our prep, Zayd would probably bring Cade if he wants.
You're
to the
doing it
general
now.
store.
You're doing it now.
Well, I was like, I need to remember to say his name, but of course, the Cade Zayd thing. It'll always happen.
Sorry.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
But sorry, what were you saying?
But Zayd would probably bring him along to the general store just to pick up some extra odds and ends now that we came into a little bit more cash.
Yeah.
What you looking to get?
Probably pick up a nice, 2-person tent because I have an explorer's pack, so that kind of covers some of the basics. So we'll go ahead and pick up like a 2-person tent, maybe, an extra couple days worth of rations for the 2 of us, and 2 good bottles of rum.
2 good bottles of rum.
Like a low high tier. Nothing too wild, but something that's like, yeah, look what I got, dude. This is pretty good stuff.
Said a tent. What in rum?
So yeah, like a 2-person tent, like a couple days worth of
Rations.
rations for the 2 of us. So double, I don't know, maybe 6 days collectively for 1 person, but 3 for the 2 of us. And then 2 bottles of pretty good rum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so like 5 gold for the tent and rations. The rum. You said 2 bottles of rum?
Yeah.
You going for like good rum, like the good shit, or just like
Just
decent?
a low high tier. Again, something that has maybe a little recognition, but I'm not going, go balling out.
We'll say another 5 gold for both.
Yeah,
So
like
2.5
Tito's not
each.
goose.
Yeah, 2.5 gold each for the bottles.
Beautiful. 10 gold, 2 bottles, extra rations.
They're decent sized bottles too.
All right, that's all the extras. I got all the other basics covered, just some extra stuff.
Any other prep work?
Yeah, I was gonna say Tigger would probably go to different stores, pick up rations too, couple water skins, try and find like the best water in town.
There actually would be a place advertising like they sell pre-filled canteens of like fresh spring water.
Like, yeah.
There's
like
apparently they go on about this natural spring source that's just pouring out of this mountain, and they're the only one in town who has access to it. They're really trying to sell you on this.
Oh, Lake
Fiji.
Arrowhead.
Really boss.
It definitely
Smart.
it,
I need it
it
for my
has
dog.
a slight metallic taste in like the good way. That slight like pennies kind of like
I'm sorry.
That good,
what?
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Flint,
tasted
Michigan water?
That school fountain
Yeah,
water.
that Flint water. I don't think I've
It's a little
ever tasted
Metallica.
metallic water and been like, oh hell yeah, this is so good.
I think
I
I drink a
love this.
different water.
shit.
Bet you don't lick 9 volts either.
That's how you know there's minerals in it.
Don't you ever question my
Gross.
gangster if I lick 9 volts or not. To this day.
Oh
To this
god.
day.
Tastes like that.
But yeah, no, he would do that, and then he'd get food for Kiba. because he keeps on a strict diet.
Just
Gotta
pure
keep-
people food.
Yeah. He's
Go,
on Purina cat chow.
I saw you feed him
So
a
you-
taco dog.
you
I
wanted
did.
water, you wanted cat food,
And
Was
then
there photo-
rations as well for
some
myself
rations.
for a week,
A week of rations.
just in case. And he lives in his shell when he goes to sleep, so portable tent, baby.
We'll say that's 8 gold total.
That's way too expensive. How much is that water?
The rations is 2.5. And then you said you wanted a couple canteens of water, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking like at most 5 canteens of water.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Okay.
another like 2.5,
Perfect.
5. And then I was thinking like 3 for cat food for a week.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Sounds
Because
about
you get
right.
that good shit for him.
That's facts. Purina and cat chow. Strict diet.
Feed him raw instinct.
Charisma.
Hey, can I look
Let's
for
go.
spell scrolls?
Spell scrolls? Yeah.
I'm looking for a Misty Step spell scroll.
Hmm.
If I can find it.
That's a level 1, right?
2.
Level 2.
Level 2.
Wait, could I cast it? Level 2? I think so. Yeah, level. I don't know. It's a good get out of jail. Should say get out of jail free, but it's nice panic, like Misty Step. And then run. But anyway, it is level 2. I forgot about that. If not, it's fine.
Level 2. I would say it probably wouldn't be hard to find. I'm more just like, what's the price of scrolls?
So a lot of times
5 gold.
people will do it similar to the cost that it takes to copy a spell into a spell book.
Uh,
Which
And then
I
you add
think
on
it's
whatever the
yeah.
shop cost is on top of that.
Then your margin.
right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just that kind of baseline is like
let's see, wizard.
I think it's 50 gold per spell level.
That sounds right.
But I know if they're like if it's
Yeah, for each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and 50 gold. So that would be 4 hours of work
but
and
I
100
do
gold.
know if someone's like affinity, like there's wizarding school that is halved cost and time. So I guess it would depend on the wizard and
I mean, I am a conjuration wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Misty Step's a conjuration spell.
Too expensive. I'll pass. I'll wait.
yeah,
I mean, I got some money I can lend you. I don't got a whole lot. I don't know what you're working with.
Not over 100 gold.
I mean, I got 81 gold. I don't know if that helps.
That's right.
I mean,
Someone else spent 60. Nah, we'll save it. We'll wait.
All right.
I don't need it yet.
I mean, worst comes worst. I've actually been working on this spell where I can teleport someone. It's pretty sweet.
That's nice. Save me. Poof.
That's the hopes. But I mean, it's a big one. But I'll get to use it one day.
One day.
Any other prep?
Houdini needs to get some supplies. He wandered into town with nothing, so he needs to
Houdini.
get-
Maybe we drug Houdini along with us. Zabe does like Houdini because you did like help save him during that
Shopping
first fight.
spree montage.
Got the
Different
jitterbug.
shopping montage.
Boom, boom.
So Houdini would get all the rations and all the supplies and stuff that he needs to venture into the Feywilds.
Have any live mice for my friend here?
Orange mocha frappuccino.
Yeah. Gas fight. Okay,
Do you also want to get like 5 days of rations just to have it?
He would get the normal amount.
which is
Uh,
5 days.
Each day of rations is 5 silver.
Well, we're only supposed to be there for a day, right?
That's what the
Mhm.
Magister said.
So I think that he would go like 3 days just in case, but I don't think that he would. I mean, he's not a super big guy, so he's not going to carry a whole lot of stuff, and he's not super strong. So
So it'll be
I
a
have
gold and a half for 3 days of rations.
I
what
have
about like tent, bedroll, and all of that stuff?
A tent is 2 gold for a 2-person tent. You could also just use it for 1 person. I don't think there is another tent size option. I think it's just 2-person tent.
Okay, but like bedroll, any like
Uh,
kind of just like basic like gear.
well,
that
you would
he-
have a bedroll and you know, some
Oh
of
no,
those basic supplies you should have with like the adventuring gear.
yeah, he wandered into town with nothing. Other than his like priest pack and a few other things.
He cleansed his gear.
I would say you have a bedroll. You're already on the road.
Okay.
Um,
Altogether,
You don't gotta buy
how
that.
much am I altogether? How much am I spending for all my basic stuff?
Rations is 1.5. You probably didn't get a tent till just now. We'll say you got that.
Okay. So that's three and a
You've just
half.
been going town to town, you know.
That's 3.5.
So yeah, 3.5. And then some of those other like basics of like you have a canteen, you know.
Yeah. Can we just make it 4 even?
Sure, if you want to
Okay.
make it 4.
I'll throw
maybe you
this
get a
out.
little extra like jerky or something.
Yeah.
I mean, to the group at large, whenever we're all back together, I do have this bag of holding. If anyone needs things held, super easy, very efficient. I still have an insane amount of room. There's like nothing in here, basically.
Oh, Drya, you would know that you need some silvered axes. You have to get,
I'd throw those in the duffel bag
yeah.
holding.
You guys should probably have 4 of those.
Toss a bunch of those
Magister
in
wasn't really
there.
expecting 6 people, but
Should we get an axe?
We can get an axe. That you want to get? You want to have our own axe?
Well, I mean, does somebody have one?
I don't. I have a dagger and a wand and magic.
Dagger and a rapier. Just a thought before we left.
Can I get some spell components too?
yeah.
While everyone else is shopping and buying rations and supplies, Drya like meandered upstairs and filled the duffel bag of holding with all the axes and some other probably random knickknacks that she thinks are going to be useful for some reason. And then like went to her room and did her hair and talked to her egg and picked out her outfit. They might end up in court, she's not sure. And even though it's boring, you have to put up appearances. So she's focused on that. I don't know. I imagine she can survive in the Feywilds like a deer in the woods, you know. Like she doesn't really need stuff.
I mean, being from the Feywilds, you definitely probably aren't understanding the nerves of some of the others.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you guys have so many questions? Just go with it.
You can't know. That's the answer. God.
What's so hard about that? Why don't you understand?
It's actually like really simple.
So I need some tallow, some brimstone, some powder to iron, and the carcass of a firefly.
The carcass of a firefly.
And or phosphorescent moss. I mean either or. Where can I find these things and how much is it going to cost me?
Definitely be easy to find magic components in this magic-focused city.
Sweet.
Just cost you your pride.
Hooray.
Mhm.
I almost feel like we've never actually like bothered with the monetary value of spell components unless it like specifically says.
That's usually how I run it, but to each their own.
Yeah,
I just-
none of these spells that you're trying to use have a monetary like this requires a 50 gold, diamond or whatever, right? Like
Okay, well, just for flavor's sake, then I have this stuff on me.
yeah.
You're like, I need to get important things, guys. And you come back with like all this weird stuff. We're like, what the hell are you doing? 45 minutes to get all of that?
Well, I mean, I
Like,
got this thing right here, and he takes out like the firefly body. I got
Yeah.
this right here so that I can cast light out of it.
Whoa.
Fireflies are best when the moon is waxing. I understand you, Houdini.
I thought it was a snack.
See, she gets it. No. I mean, mostly regular stuff like you do.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dorina walks up wearing metal armor.
Yeah, you're all geared out now.
Scimitar and shield and all this other stuff. And it's just like, oh wow. Like she looks completely different.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need right there. Dorina's got the right idea. Again, we are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, really digging the costume change there.
It bit of a necessary, not my usually preferred. Normally, metal doesn't go great out in the waters.
The like shoulder bits have these like extra bits of engravings of like a mountain range as hidden cliffs.
Cool. Yeah.
Maybe a little audacious, but
yeah,
it's not like it's not like a first thing you notice, but on closer inspection you're like, oh wow.
The only problem with all of this, and she kind of moves, and as you move, you just hear a not the quietest. Lot better protection, but definitely not quiet by any means.
Good to know. Good to know.
I love the contrast in costume changes because like Dryad drifted down the stairs like Hermione's like dress reveal. And then you come clanging through the front door like a bunch of tin cans.
Yeah.
Two
Can't tell if we're over or underdressed.
I love it.
Oh, is that what you're wearing?
I see you both dressed up for the occasion.
Yes, I see someone went for a musical approach. I've like never seen that before. It's really cool. So we're all ready now, right?
I suppose I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, I think we're good. Looks over at Cade, gives him a fist bump.
We might be underdressed.
Why does
we look great?
I mean,
why
I
does
just don't
Dryad
know.
have this like mean girl energy, but like not actually like trying to be mean?
What are you talking about?
That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
You were homeschooled.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's it. You're homeschool.
I never socialized until now.
Oh. Alright, sorry. I'm laughing too much just at you guys. Whew.
I'm feral.
Like
You get to the
Will.
Feywild, she's just nice as can be.
She doesn't understand social culture here.
Whew. Okay. We'll say that Alexei was just kind of reading a book, sipping tea, waiting for you all to say that, all right, we're ready to go.
Finally, she's like
Once you
skipping
all have
practically.
gathered. Okay. Are we ready?
She's
Then
nodding.
they just kind of let go of the book and it closes and floats over to the bookcase.
Well, I do believe we are as ready as we will ever be.
Yeah, we're ready. I think so.
Off we go. As they lead you through the doorway into the obscenely never-ending, or seemingly never-ending staircase. As you guys walk down only about 5 doors until you reach the first, like, locked door. And they do some gestures, and the circles begin to slowly fill in until all 3 of the circles are glowing, and then the door starts to transmute and the stone shifts into a wooden door with a door handle. As they open the door, you guys step through, and you guys are seemingly at the bottom of the staircase.
Mm.
Told you I had a shortcut.
Let's make things faster.
That's fancy.
That is a very fancy trick.
And at the bottom of the staircase, there's like, wrapping around this staircase, or this staircase has been wrapping around like, a pillar. So at the very bottom, in that pillar is another door. They have to do the same thing, unlocking the door and activating it. Once they do, the door opens into a room that seems to have a tree growing in it.
Okay.
And this tree is like part tree, part crystal. And you're kind of noticing now some of those like crystalline pipes that you may have seen throughout the tower before are the roots of this tree, as the roots are all spreading out along the ground and into the walls of this room. And at the base of this big trunk, there's just an open portal. And you can see through the portal into what you presume is the Feywilds. I need to lock the door behind you all so nothing gets out.
Well,
Right.
someone's got to take the first step, and I'll walk through.
You don't even feel anything. It's literally like just like a hole. Like you're just walking through a tree hole.
I
Okay.
said Tigger will walk first. He'll just no no no. Here we go.
You definitely hear this very low like hum coming from the portal, and you can see there's like a faint kind of glowing line around the hole, but it strangely doesn't feel like anything.
I'm just
So,
standing next to it, watching everyone go in, smiling ominously.
That's fucking creepy.
This is the front door to the haunted house.
So, does this just stay open all the time?
As Alexei is locking the door after everybody had come through. Yes, this is the connecting anchor point.
So, anything could just wander in or out at pretty much any time.
That's why I keep it locked.
Does Alexi look at me after
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, Alexi looks back at you after
I'm
saying
just
that.
like,
The one who wandered through.
Well,
Right.
no time like the present.
As you guys step through to the other side, it's kind of a vibe. That if you click on it, that picture is much bigger.
Damn.
Although instead of these like
Doesn't produce-
glowing globules, there's like random bits of the tree that kind of like with that weird rainbow tree that UC is, how there's like, these strips that just like of different color, but instead of
Yeah.
different color, it's like crystal.
rainbow eucalyptus trees.
Not quite as much like crystalline as the tree you walked through, but there are crystalline elements in this tree. So they're kind of like mirrors of each other. Whereas the other one you walked through was more crystal, this one's more tree. Here's some other inspos for the visuals.
So is it all like marshy and swampy like this?
Not all areas, but
But some.
kinda. Yeah.
Like in the area that we're in?
Not quite marshy yet. There is like a river.
So there's
It's
moving
more
water.
flowing. Yeah.
Do
We're
we
presumably
hear,
near the courts, right?
Not exactly, but you guys have a bit of travel to go.
we didn't come during whaling season, did we?
No, you did
Thank
not.
God. Thank
Oh,
God.
too bad.
When the flowers bloom and let out their death shrill, it's beautiful.
What is the
mating calls.
lighting? What's the lighting situation like?
Right now you guys are kind of in the tree line, so
Mhm.
there's like,
kind
juts
of a
of light.
mix of
Although there is like a break in the tree line between this giant tree and the other trees because of how it blocking shade out like kills
Mhm.
everything else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll move us over.
Oh.
The one thing I will say, because I couldn't really edit this, the only name that I would keep in mind is the foundation tree.
Okay.
And then, of course, this is the Feywild, but
It's a neat little. I like the map. That's a neat little
yeah, I
map.
know. When I found this, I was like, "Oh my god, wait!" I wasn't even planning on doing like a whole map for this, but I was like, "Well, this is kind of perfect. This is literally how I pictured it. There's a foundation tree, and it literally says foundation." I was like, "Hey, oh, they're perfect."
Nice.
So we're
So
gonna cut down the foundation tree.
I'm down.
Oh,
You bought
shit,
an
you
axe
guys-
for a reason.
Oh shit, you guys didn't drop the spider before we left.
We did it on the way back,
Yeah, that's the plan.
just in case the spider like blows everything up, then we're stuck here.
That's that. Yeah, 100%.
I
In case we
think
come back and 4 years have passed.
we'll call a little break right there. Good, almost 2-hour point. I need a
Do we
cigarette.
have a "you are here" marker on this map?
We got
No.
foundation.
You guys
tree.
came through a
Foundation.
tree, a
Did
very, very big tree.
nothing.
Hold on.
What do you think?
Booyah! I'm
don't know.
here.
Could be any one of these
There's
forests.
Hello.
Yeah, this tree is large, way larger than the other tree you walked through.
We all low key look like we're supposed to be part of the Feywild, so it kind of works out.
Do you know where I'm from? Have we? Is that going to be relevant this session? I hope not. I didn't know that.
You
Oh,
got
like
15
within the
minutes to figure
Feywilds?
some-
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking so.
Okay. Cool. Let's not worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm from everywhere.
I just thought this would be more of a like, oh hey, look, we're back in my like home country kind of thing.
Oh my god, I haven't been here forever.
We
Like
got it
since
back
last
in
month.
motherland.
We all back. I mean,
Bad.
bathrooms,
Yeah.
bevies, and bits.
Yeah.
So we'll pick up you guys standing at the base of this ginormous tree with just an open portal staring back into the locked room of the bottom room of the tower. There's a lovely river kind of wrapping around. Maybe even some of the branches or the roots kind of like going over and creating arcs, like archways over the riverway. You guys are kind of like standing like on the roots of this tree.
Is there like a river nearby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. I'm fully Cube stay with the group, and he's just gonna. It's been a minute. He's gonna submerge himself into the river.
Whoa, weren't we like told not to eat or drink? Never mind. You do your double T. Zaid pulls out his wand.
Drinking the water. I'm
I'm
just
just-
swimming in it.
Just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful.
Do you remember what happened last time when I was on the ship? What was the first thing I did? Jumped off the dock.
Yeah, remember when everyone freaked out when they were like, "Why are you doing that? This is a trading dock," and you're like, "I haven't done this in a while."
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good imitation of myself. I appreciate it. And he just like fully like steps back next river and just drops backwards.
Oh, by the gods! Zaid's just like twirling his wand in his hand. It will remain in his hand.
You do have a swim speed, correct?
Yes, of course. I'm a turtle.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure turtles have swim speed, so just want to make sure.
It's the same as my walking. It's 30.
Okay.
Alexi, is it okay what he's doing? Just out of curiosity.
As long as we keep an eye out. I've never gotten in the water myself. There doesn't seem to be too much living in this area. The water is a bit fast moving.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You can like keep up with the pace. Like it's not like just immediately, whoosh, dragging
Right.
you away, but like it's a healthy
Pretty quick
flow.
current.
Yeah. You definitely gotta kind of push to make sure you don't get, just drift off.
Okay.
It's not too hard.
Good.
Seems slow today.
Yeah.
So we need to head directions southeast. We actually kind of just follow the river, really. Probably wouldn't recommend staying in there too long, though.
Yeah, he'll just be in there for not even probably 45 seconds, swim around, and then hop back out.
It is very refreshing.
He's not
Maybe a
going to
little
drink
bit
it.
colder than you were expecting.
Yeah. He likes the cold, though.
It is. You said you're gonna drink it.
No. I said he's not going to drink it.
Not gonna drink it. It
You
is
said-
very clear.
Yeah, he's good
It's very tempting.
for sure. He's good.
I'm
He
gonna
has his
kind of go up
water.
to the bank of the river while he's kind of taking his dip, and I'm just gonna kind of run my hands. Is it like a running river? Like, is it moving?
Yeah.
How
There's
quick
a
is the
healthy flow to it.
It is pretty good current to it.
Yeah, with him taking his dip, you could see that he had to try to not get just drift off, but it's not immediately sweeping him away.
Yeah, Trina just kind of goes up to the bank and just kind of kneels down and puts her hand in it, and just kind of like closes her eyes and takes like a deep breath of like I've missed the like almost a small bit of home. It's not the ocean, but
Yeah,
a
there
little bit
isn't
of running water.
that salty smell at all,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, still
It's
it's
nice.
still water, you know.
Do you want to get on my shell and we can swim around together?
I do appreciate the offer, but I think I'm just gonna walk on the site. As I said before, metal and water don't particularly mesh well together.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, and he just like kicks his feet.
Not that I'm not a strong swimmer, but just makes things a bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, he'll get out, dry off, kind of like do a weird shake.
Like a dog.
Mm-hmm. In a sense.
That's funny.
This is what Cuba does when we go swimming.
Right. Here, I can help a little bit. I'll use prestidigitation to help him dry off a little.
Hell yeah.
imagine as this was going down, you all were climbing down the roots, getting to solid ground.
I'm making it look way too easy.
Yeah, she's almost like not even looking where she's going. It's just like how did you know that wasn't gonna break? That root looked so small.
Is it rough terrain? Did we talk about that?
It's a bit too rough for like a wagon or something,
Okay.
but it's not necessarily like rough terrain. I mean, I guess like
Gotcha.
the immediate base of this tree would be rough terrain since it's all roots, but once you get
Right.
to the ground,
Okay.
So it takes about like 5 minutes or so to kind of hop
Yeah.
down from these roots.
Okay.
Although you just jumped off Tigger into the river.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Once you guys get down,
All right, where
as
are we
you're-
headed?
we need to head southeast. Basically, just follow the river. Make sure to keep an eye out.
That I can do. I'll take point up front and try and keep an eye.
I'll be in back.
Yeah,
an eye out
Zayd
for
will be
things.
with you in the back.
Why don't you guys all give me either survival or perception?
I
I would say for survival, it's probably going to be disadvantage for anyone except Drya.
yeah. I'm just doing perception.
16, 15.
Mhm.
5.
Nice.
I'm proficient in survival.
11. I think we're
Hey.
Let's
Whoo!
go.
Whoo!
21.
Dude.
I think we need Cade.
Jesus.
Nice.
That's
Lots of
my
eagle
bad.
eyes over here. Zayd, you're probably definitely getting distracted by all of these wild mushrooms and fauna, various flowers growing all along the riverside and along the bases of trees. There's even like this crazy. I mean, you've seen some of those like strangle vines that like parasitically take over a tree, but there's one that's literally like that. I don't see the tree anymore. Like it's all vine. It's
So we're probably talking about the good old days too.
yeah. There's a lot going on.
This
A lot of new
place is so
stuff.
crazy. What the hell?
Tigger, same kind of thing. Lots of crazy new. You're probably getting distracted by some of the insects, maybe.
Right. And probably the plants.
Yeah.
He's used to fucking dandelions in the street crevices, so he's
There are a lot of like crazy multicolored flowers. Some of these petals have like 3 or 4 different colors on a single petal.
damn.
Drea, you're feeling at home. This is your element.
And that's when I said, Becky, I don't need to go to the autumn court. They're boring. All they do is sit around. And she was like, no, that's not it. You just never stay long enough. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's great.
Does anyone have any idea what she's talking about?
You're not paying attention to the story. Becky is her friend.
Thank you. Yes. We
You're
rehash over the
welcome.
details.
So Becky did want to go to the autumn court, right? And then
Spanish soap opera, and then she had his baby,
And they were roommates.
but it wasn't his baby.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Becky's a real skeezer. Sounds pretty fucked up to me.
Darina, Houdini, you guys, even Cade, you guys see some strange looking creatures kind of hopping through the tree lines as you guys are walking about. Nothing that seems to be interested in you guys. They seem to kind of be doing their own thing. One of them looks like this, almost kind of looks like a squirrel, but it looks a little too big. And then like when you get a better look, when it like turns to stare at you guys for a second, it's like a almost looks like a monkey mixed with a squirrel. It's very strange. It's got like monkey face, but then like big puffy cheeks filled with stuff, and then like a big floofy like squirrel tail.
Well, this is quite the place.
You see some various flying creatures in the random breaks in the tree line, but nothing that's really catching your eye danger-wise so far. But Cade, you do, as you all are walking along, you kind of notice this weird, like, there's a spot in the ground that almost looks, it's just like kind of covered up with leaves, and Zaid's about to step on it, and then you like stick out your arm, like, oh wait, you kind of move some of the leaves a bit, and you see that there's like a big mushroom like growing out in the ground, like a big like Zaid was about to step on this thing that's like 10 feet wide.
You were about to crush local fauna, sir.
What? I mean, I didn't see it, obviously, but what does it matter?
Matters because, well, actually, that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't want to step on it now. I'm just saying.
Could be one of them people eating mushrooms.
Okay. Hey, that's a valid point. I will take that.
Poisonous?
That's good eye, Cade. Alexei
Yeah.
says that everyone please walk around this. These can kick up poisonous spores.
Aha! Save your life.
Of course he did.
We're even now.
Oh yeah, we're keeping track still. I thought we gave that up.
I never
You just
got
had to
that.
roll a natural 20.
I gave it up.
Wanted to poison one of you.
Gave it up after you pulled the head.
I could have sworn I mentioned those.
Nope.
Oh yeah, did I
We're
not
talking about
mention
Becky.
those?
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't recall mentioning
Autumn Court.
poisonous mushrooms
No
not to step on.
mushrooms.
I wasn't
Well,
looking
it's
to eat
mostly-
any mushrooms.
Yeah, it's like common sense. So,
I
like,
get
you
it,
guys figured it
yeah.
out.
Sure,
for
yeah,
sure.
context clues.
Trial by fire.
So you guys continue to make your way. After about probably 30 minutes or so, maybe 45, that's when you would kind of start to see that there's like a trail actually forming now by the riverside. You think maybe you could get the carriage going?
If everyone's looking to kick their feet up for a little bit, I may have a solution. Alexi, do we still have a while to go? I'm assuming.
Kind of looks up at the sun. Probably about another 2 hours or so.
Okay, yeah, hey, that's worth it enough to me. All right, all you guys just hang out. I need 10 minutes, and then we'll be good to go. And you see Zaid pulls out like this small toy wagon, and then he like brings Ratsworth out from like around his neck area, and he kind of sits down and like presses his wand into the dirt and is like hard carving in like these runes and sigils, basically. Again, just like 10 quick minutes, and we'll have us a nice little ride. As I'm going to cast Zaid's Wayfarer Wagon.
Oh.
Ooh.
After the 10 minutes, Ratsworth begins to like bulge and shift, and he like kind of magically assumes the form of this big chicken, and the small toy wagon kind of like grows and changes into an actual sized wagon. And he's all sort of reined and hooked up to it.
Wait, is it just big Ratsworth or?
I mean, he's a big chicken, but it's Ratsworth
Oh, right,
still.
chicken. Yeah.
He's a big chicken boy. All right, this should be a cozy ride. Again, it's got room for me in the front. I'll be driving. Room for 6 in the back, maybe a little bit snug.
Houdini will definitely pop into the back.
Yeah, I guess if there's room for 6.
That's just the amount that we have.
Yeah, I was about to say that's real
It'd be a
convenient.
Little ass to elbows again, forewarning. But the beat's walking.
If there's
Excuse me.
can you sit on top of the wagon, like on the roof, or is it like an open wagon?
This is up to Matt.
It's definitely like a closed top. Like it feels more like almost like a taxi-esque inside. Like it's not terribly comfortable. It just has like these bench seats that sort of line it with like a little center like ottoman almost in between.
Would there be any way to ride on top of the wagon?
I mean, yeah, I don't know about comfortably, but you could probably ride on top.
Yeah,
Might also give you a better sight.
that's
lookout.
that's
sure.
she kind of wants to be a lookout, so
For sure,
she's gonna climb up on top.
Question: how fast is the chicken?
I mean, I wouldn't say he's terribly fast. I mean, probably comparable to us walking, honestly. It just takes less effort.
Okay, I'll walk alongside the wagon. I want to feel the air of my homeland, the screams of the scenery.
I get
Do you
that.
wear shoes?
Here, no. I probably only wear shoes in the city.
You don't like the feel of the cobbled stone.
Yeah,
That filthy material playing.
the ground is dead.
I would say with that little note, as you guys are chilling in the wagon, even after waiting this 10 minutes, this place definitely feels different. You know, there's just this ever subtle buzz of the weave, the ever present arcane energy flowing throughout anything and everything here.
I feel funny.
It really has a weird aura about it.
Yeah, I feel like this weird. I feel like my body's tingling. And it's not Kiba giving me little kisses on my face.
I can't say it's a comfortable feeling. Can't say it's uncomfortable either, just odd.
Different for sure.
We talking out the window to each other because you're on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask her, do we have little windows we can talk out of?
Yeah, there's like a little like top like skylight peak almost.
Hey.
It's got little side windows, so you can look out from the inside.
Windows
If you look at my character profile, it's in the bio and info. I got a little picture of it.
I mean, it's
Ooh, ooh.
It's
Aw,
loose imagining.
adorable.
It's a chocobo.
Yeah, it's a check-in for our story.
It is a large land bird.
It's a big chicken ostrich.
It's an emu chicken ostrich.
You chicken ostrich. Nice.
It's a chemistrich. Chemustrich? Trying to combine all three words into one.
That's gonna be a struggle. For the, I guess it would be kind of obvious for those of you in the cabin. Alexi's a little uncomfortable with the closeness. It's like, oh, please don't touch me.
Digger's taking up 2 seats.
Damn it.
it's really man spreading everywhere.
Yes. Yes, he is.
And Zayd in the front is probably just small talking to whoever is nearby. He probably starts bragging about the carriage and the wagon. Yeah, I've been working on this one for a little bit. My next big work is going to be an actual living space that I can sort of summon into existence, or conjure. The hand magic's my usual thing, obviously, but I just get conjuration. It just makes sense.
Seems like that in the stars for me. Navigation, stirring up, knowing where to go.
Actually,
I kind of get it. Some things just click better than others.
I've been wanting to ask you. I mean, it's pretty clear you're the sailor. What was some of the ships you've been on? I mean, there's a chance we maybe could have bumped elbows or even rode on the same ships. Me and Cade, we've been around a bit.
I sailed primarily on one ship for the last 7 years or so. It was the Crescendo.
The Crescendo. That sounds.
That's about. No, that's about all I want to go as far as that matters.
Can I roll a
let's just-
history to see if I know what ship that is?
Let's just say there's a reason I'm not on it anymore.
Fair. That's fair enough.
Kill everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave that up to Maverick. I don't know how famous or infamous the Crescendo would have been.
Yeah, a good point.
I mean,
we were on the sea for many years, so I mean, it's.
And you guys were pirates, right?
Yeah.
That's not what we called
Cheers.
ourselves.
Pirates. Pirates.
I was about to say we may not have called ourselves that, but you know.
Yeah.
We weren't like super harsh pirates. You know, we were a little better than.
If you're gonna get held up by any pirates, these are the pirates you want.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, you probably wouldn't die, at least.
I think if anything, because of that, like, yeah, people have lived after encountering you. There would be a chance of stories getting out. Maybe not insanely common.
Yeah.
Of stories of you guys spreading around. What kind of DC? Something uncommon.
Probably like
16?
I was thinking 15, 16, yeah. So probably about what I would say.
Give us that roll, Benny. DC 16. Nope.
How you say that shit name again? Crescendo?
Crescendo, you know, like a melody.
Melody.
That's precisely the one.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar. Must not be important.
Our captain was a big fan of the music.
That's fair.
I'm kind of curious myself. Haven't gotten to ask you too much. My apprentice. Haven't gotten to say that before. What? How long have you been here? I mean,
as far as the city, or are you talking just on the mainlands themselves?
Yes, I guess this plane really. I mean, Asimar are quite rare. Usually, the ones who are here have been around a long time.
So, I don't know if she's mentioned or if it's real obvious that I'd be an ASMR. And I don't know if that's something she would share too much. Because given her history, just between you and me, you kind of know. She would be aware of it. I don't know how comfortable she would be. And whether, which is totally fine because she doesn't know Alexi, but I don't know how obvious it would be that I am an ASMR as well.
Remember, Alexi was looking at you,
right?
Identifying.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
This is Alexi basically calling you out.
Oh yeah, for sure. She just kind of goes, I don't mean to be rude, but as long as I can remember, at least.
And how long is that?
Decade or so, maybe a little less.
Only a decade.
What I remember, at least. Sorry, wish I could be of more help. Can't say it's been a bad few years. I've spent most of it out on the seas.
Maybe we'll have to look into this bad memory of yours.
Is that really necessary? I mean, I quite like the memories I have now. Don't really want to taint them.
I mean, if you really don't want to, but...
There's got to be a reason why I don't remember.
Wouldn't you like to know why?
Honestly, I don't really care. Not entirely, at least.
Teach
I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna make a deception roll because she is 12. I don't know what insights or anything, but
Hmm.
plus bonuses. So I don't know what. I imagine your bonuses are probably pretty high.
I'm not saying shit.
I know. That's
Well, for one, I personally respect it, Dorina. I think living in the present, accepting what's in front of you, is a mighty fine way to live.
that's pretty much how I've lived. At least I know I keep saying this phrase, but as long as I can remember, that's how I've just gone about things, taking things day by day, making sure I look after myself in the end.
Yeah, keeps the past from weighing you down too. That's it's pretty nice and valuable. Some would say.
Some of the past hasn't always been the most friendly. I can't say all of those years were great, but they ended up being found a family that I was able to get along with and travel with and make plenty of good memories. So anyway, that's enough about me. Shall we continue on? How long have you been into conjuration? She's super deflecting. She's just like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Zayd being self-absorbed.
Basically, yeah. She's like, no.
Zayd is immediately like, "What? Funny you should ask." Actually, he just just word vomits.
Yeah. It's like, so you said conjuration. What?
Oh, that's my buzzword.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I feel like it's like when you ask someone about their work, and then it's like they just start going on a spiel about it, even though they don't. Like
They're giving you all the backstory.
Yeah, it's like this is how I got into it, and then when I first got into it, it was a little rough at the beginning, a bit of a learning curve, and then the more I worked at it, I just went in day to day.
My supervisor at work is like that, and I swear she could go on for 20 minutes about anything.
I could go on for.
That's what Zayd does, effectively.
Okay.
He just goes on. He just rattles on about spell work, how he got into it. It's just his affinity. It's his true affinity.
You just hear Tigger, why'd you ask him that question? You never ask him that question. I spent 5 days in sea listening to this same shit.
If you paid attention, you may learn something. Double T. I'm just going to say, throw that out there.
I'm not. I will say it is actually a bit of curiosities. The way we do magic fundamentally is quite different.
Yeah, that's actually something I've been paying more attention to. I mean, me and my brother were so similar in how we go about casting, but I mean, all of y'all are so dramatically different. Like you turned into like a constellation or something. That was wild.
That is, I guess you could say, my affinity of sorts. As like I said, when I was out on sea, I gathered a love for gazing at the stars, learned how to navigate, and the more I looked up, the more in tune I became with them. And over time, eventually, I was able to sort of manifest a bit of the energies that they've applied. I don't really know how else to explain it. Just sort of happens.
I don't know. It's kind of a funny coincidence, right? An angelkin having an affinity for stars and the celestial up above. It's just fun. I don't know. Something to it, man.
As soon as you mention the celestial affinity, she kind of like not winces, but like, please, like, no, please stop. Like, there's almost a visible discomfort of just like, I'd rather, like, there we go again. Like,
I mean,
so she just kind of
Alexi-
nods.
Alexi would speak into that. Like, I surmise that's probably why you had such an easy time figuring out on your own.
She just kind of sighs. She's gonna close the window to the roof. She's just like, I'm
That's
done
funny.
with this. I'm done with the cabin.
Nope, not talking to y'all no more.
Right. Better keep on a guard. Good call, Dorena.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep an eye out for anything, any potential harms or anything like that.
You. Excuse me. You spot a couple more things here and there. You know, another one of those weird monkey squirrels. A like strain. It almost kind of looks like a deer, but it's got like moose antlers, and it's like pink fur. It kind of jumps out at you guys at one point, and then leaps over the river. It's like 20 feet across. Like that was an impressive jump.
Okay.
Dry is chasing it.
Can I roll an animal handling to see if any are willing to interact with me?
Yeah, if you're trying to reach out to some animals, go for it.
Hell yeah, do it, Drea.
I don't have any kind of proficiency.
12.
Hey. Bad.
Is
Does that fail?
there like a specific animal you're trying to reach out to?
Something fluffy.
Nice.
Ooh. At one point, you're walking along the roadside and you notice this little family of like they kind of look like mice almost, but they're like yellow orangish.
Pikachu.
You knew exactly where I was going.
Wait, really? Pikachu, come here.
You try and like grab some berries or something, or you just calling out to them?
Yeah, maybe I grab like some kind of fragrant herb thing and I like crush it and rub it in my hands and it's like catnip or something.
You try and sneak up to them. You run up ahead of the carriage a little bit, and then stick your hand out with this crushed up herb on it. One of them peeks their head up. And then, like, as it walks up to you and tries to take a little nibble, it gives you a shock.
Ah!
No damage,
Hello
but
to
just
you
like,
too.
and it just jumps back, and then they all scurry off.
Good to be home.
Speak with animals.
Why'd you do that to my friend?
Aren't you in the back of the wagon, young man?
I can hear when she goes.
Well, and he was listening to me talk about the tea. That's why he didn't participate in the Darianic conversation. Sorry. Darina. The Darina conversation.
Uh-huh. That's my name.
Dariana.
Daria.
Listening to Rihanna.
Oh, brother. Hello.
So you're calling out to the little mice.
Just a quick, like, little. Why'd you hurt my friend?
I got scared.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Taking food from a stranger, but she's nice.
The cart's really big.
That's understandable.
They've like climbed up the tree now.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about these parts in the Feywild? Hell yeah.
Don't
Who's our
die.
neighbors?
Oh, is this a bad part? Is this not a good part to be in?
Every part's a bad part for me.
That's fair. Well, I can
It's all
protect you
bad.
if you want some help. Here, I have Kiba. Can I roll an animal handling check to see if I can be homies with this dude and I can keep him?
What?
The cart is still rolling
Roof.
as this is happening.
Like, come on in, you can come with us.
An hour into being in the Feywilds, and we're already getting pet.
Hell
I
yeah,
want a
dude.
Pokemon.
Hell yeah, dude. As a druid.
I shouldn't have put Pikachu. God damn it!
This is your fault.
So,
Squeaking.
can I roll a
Shoot it with
persuasion?
crossbow so we can eat it later.
Damn.
What?
You know what? Give me a persuasion.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no!
You're out of your
Hey,
depth.
they're calling me. I gotta get back to my family.
This is the Feywild.
Okay, I hope you find your dad. Bye.
He's right up there. Right?
Oh, you found him.
Dad pops up in the cart. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
I'm going to hang out with Tigger, his friends.
Bye, buddy.
Hope you find your dad.
But yeah, you guys proceed forth. No harm, no dangers. Just
Damn
lots
it.
of whimsy.
That's who wins.
After about 2 hours, maybe a little quicker, like an hour and a half, because of the cart, you guys come across a much denser forest area. That's not the right one. And eventually notice a palace in the trees.
Oh.
And then you step
Oh, what the
back
fuck?
and realize, oh, there were other buildings in the trees that we passed underneath. Oh,
Oh, so they're like in the canopies of the trees, like the treetops. That's fucking
Mhm.
wild.
That's
Cleanse the forest, Houdini.
It's Feywild, Chance.
Wow.
true.
yeah.
Hey,
This
hey,
place
wild.
is amazing.
Now that you're
Okay.
looking up, you see all sorts of fairies flitting about through the trees and various buildings. You can see there's like walkways and stuff, connecting stuff. You see elves. You see other kinder folk like Drea, slightly shorter, elven looking with antlers. And I really wish I could edit pictures better. This one probably would have been easier, but you also see strange, almost goblin looking creatures, but with
Oh,
furry bits,
I like those.
known
Those
as
are cool.
brownies.
Those is cool.
Oh.
They're like gold.
Becky's a brownie.
Yeah.
Damn it, Becky.
We're here to kill Becky, right?
That's the
I
mission.
can't remember why we're here, but yes,
That's
we're
okay.
supposed to behead Becky.
It's at this point, I'm just geared up for it.
This place is crazy. Jeez, I never thought I'd see something like this.
This is definitely a first for me.
Oh no. Let me move that to the map layer.
The giant dragon. I mean, not yet.
I mean, wrong map. Let me go back one.
I wanted to move your tokens down, and I started dragging the map, and I was like, oh god,
Wrong
forgot
layer,
to move it to
wrong
the map
layer.
layer. Let's get Darina here too. So equivalently, you guys have traveled from the tree to this location, not called Blossom, but
Tiger
this
Court.
is the Rose Tiger Court, or the Tiger Rose Court.
Tiger Rose.
Not Rose Tiger. Tiger Rose. Now, we're supposed to be meeting a tree. I really need to write their name down.
Yeah, that would probably be beneficial.
I know their face once I see them.
Right.
So you guys, I guess you don't really need to park the cart, huh? You can just bamf it away.
Yeah, whenever we get to where we're going, or whenever we have to, if I can't, take it in this place.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are gonna. They've directed you towards a tree with like a ramp leading up.
Fair enough. All right, Ratsworth, that's all. And as everyone's gotten out of the carriage, he brings out the wand, taps Ratsworth, the chicken form, and the carriage shrinks back to the toy carriage, and Ratsworth shrinks back down to his rat form, picking them both up.
That is quite impressive.
Only the tip of the iceberg, my friend.
Well done, sir. Can't wait to see more.
We just head towards the palace. Atri. They are one of the rangers of the court. They should be waiting out front for us. As you guys make your way up this spiral ramp, going up the trees into the canopy.
Maybe you're getting like deja vu from the tower because I'm like pointing in directions through the trees and being like, that's where you can get the best crepes. And that's where they make embroidered shoes. And they'll even add a curse for just a few silvers. So, really useful spot. And she just keeps like pointing as we're spiraling up and up into the canopies.
And that's where that traitor Becky lives.
And that's where Becketha lives. If I'm ever going to talk to her again.
Oh no.
I'm going to have to create Becketha, aren't I?
Oh boy.
As you guys make your way, very intricate architecture. If you're looking, it would very much be reminiscent of like the Elven City in Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Very, very much like that.
Which one?
I was like the Tree City. Obviously,
Lothlorien.
we're in the trees.
It's Lothlorien.
Or Lothlorien, fair.
Get your head out of the stars.
Yeah, Tolkien name.
Right? Isn't it Lothlorien? I'm not crazy, right?
I don't know.
Well, there's two. It could be that, or it could be Rivendell. I could see both being applicable.
Well, Rivendell's not in the trees, though. That's like up in the
Rivendell's the waterfall, right?
But it does still share the same like architectural stylings.
Brought to you by the architectural stylings of Rivendell.
Like the materials are more stone and stuff, but like the the shapes and everything are very much like.
In a sense, the elves of Mirkwood don't really get along too. Well, not that they don't get along. Anyway. I'm not getting into that.
We're getting sidetracked. It's that kind of architecture.
Yeah.
Architecture. Okay, I can't talk. It's fine. Lots of happening going around, hustle and bustle. along these walkways between the treetops. As you make your way to the front of the palace,
Yeah.
you would see a figure with a cloak. Almost, you can't quite tell if it's made of leaves or not. And they're holding a staff with a very large wooden owl attached to the top. I did show that picture, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me plug in my headset. It's screaming.
Ah, that's how you know you're in the Feywilds.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, it's whaling season.
It is whaling season.
Yeah.
Like the screaming goats is what I pictured comes out of this.
What would, now I'm picturing whaling season, but with the sound of my headphones, and when they scream, it's just. "Ooh, ooh."
I imagine them being like, "Ah!"
Yeah, no. That's what I originally imagined, but now because of this whole joke. Okay. So you see this figure standing before you all, or not before you all necessarily, but in the courtyard leading up to the stairs, waiting, maybe reviewing their map.
Eldritch Blast.
That's a tree. That's them.
I don't know if
Have
I
I
can
met
So
this
notice
he
person
that.
yet?
leads you all forward.
Okay, I'll step forward, I guess, and just kind of wave my hand like a really like this is probably royalty, and I might be being real disrespectful, but I'm like no, unintentionally disrespectful, I should say. But just kind of waving, go, hey, we're supposed to help you, I think, or meet with you in some capacity.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting a whole group today. Thought it would just be you again, Magister. No, I've got some new compatriots. And a new fresh apprentice. Kind of pointing to Dorina.
I just kind of give like a half-hearted salute, like, like yo.
Lovely to meet you all. I'm Atreus. Atreus. That's it.
Mhm.
I'm Tigger. Hello.
Tigger. Nice.
This is
Kind of just
Kiba. Pulls
looking
out
at
his
each of
baby
you,
cat.
waiting for you to say your names.
You can call me Jarina.
Dorina.
Houdini.
Houdini. Wasn't expecting that.
Name's Zaid. Zaid Seaspire.
Aid. Okay.
Yeah. Kate.
Cade. Ha. Your parents are funny.
Yeah, I know they made us look just alike too. Isn't that weird?
Wait, they did that on purpose?
I mean, I would assume so.
See why you wouldn't want more than just one.
That's what I'm saying. Like how pretty we are.
Oh. Well, maybe I shouldn't comment.
No, I'm just kidding. They probably didn't want to have two, quite honestly.
Ah.
Perhaps
And,
it keeps on keep.
Oh. I don't think I've met you before. Looking at Drea.
I don't often linger in the city. She sort of like glances over in Becca's neighborhood's direction. But I used to spend time here. You can call me Dee Dee of the Night Lark.
Huh? They kind of pull their hood back, and you would see that they also are a kinder. Got some little horn.
Do I recognize them at all? I'm not like exactly the most social, so
No.
again, I'm not into politics.
If power finds me naturally, I'll take it. Otherwise,
I would definitely say, since you especially know, he does not dress like royalty, or of any necessarily like super high standing official status.
I'm dressing as like middle class-ish, I think. I don't think I'm really doing anything outstanding or underwhelming. So where does he fall relative to that?
He definitely has decent gear, but he's definitely ready to go out into the wilds.
Okay.
And I mean, if the Magister said, they're a ranger of the palace, so you would assume they're being funded by them.
So I'll be polite. I mean, I'm not trying to be. But I would also introduce myself to the bird. And to you?
Yes, this is Hilga. And as they say that, they kind of tap the staff, and the wooden owl begins to wake up and ruffle its feathers. Ooh, ooh. And it detaches from the staff. Just kind of stares at you and blinks.
I wish us well today. Are we off? I have everything we need in this. And I sort of like ruffle the duffel bag.
Ah, excellent. Assume those are the axes, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. Well then, I believe they wanted, actually it would be the Magister speaking right now. I believe the court magister wanted to speak with me. I believe you all should be able to handle yourselves with Atreus here. I have some things to discuss about the continued production of the boxes. We can get into that later, once I know the full story.
All right. Any particular place we should meet you once we've cut down the trees? I guess lumberjacked it up.
Just bring them back here, and we will divide up the tree amongst us and the court as per our agreements, and then we will go home.
All right. Pretty straightforward.
Atreus, you have your sending stone, yes, if anything happens? Yes, Magister, don't worry. You and I have gone before, I'm pretty good about keeping safe. Yes, yes. Well then, I bid you all the best of luck.
Have
To you as well.
fun.
As the Magister
Goodbye.
proceeds upstairs towards the palace. Well then, So who all's been to the Feywilds before? I mean, obviously you.
I believe she's the only one.
Yeah, I think the rest of us are first timers.
Yeah.
All right. I imagine Alexi gave you somewhat of a briefing.
Don't eat or step on mushrooms, I believe.
Don't
Yeah.
eat anything, and time might be a little fucky here.
That's right. Yeah, time.
All important, yes.
Always have your eyes open.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's well. It's fair.
Well then. Most important thing I would say is keep your eye out for the beast.
The beast.
The
I feel
what?
like you're going to have to be a bit more specific than that.
Yeah, what
I
does
don't
that
think we
even
can
mean?
keep an eye out on something that we don't know what it even looks like. A beast could be a
What's it
slew of
called?
things.
Saw a lot of beasts on the way here. I'll say that.
We call it a displacer beast.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It
And what exactly you're going to have to, again,
I guess
what does
the
it look
best
like, at least?
the best comparison for the material plane, maybe how do you say jaguar?
Like
You see, this here's a jaguar.
You're speaking my
Jaguar.
language.
That Jaguar.
Is that how you say it?
Jaguar, I think. Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Okay, silent.
Believe it is a
Jaguar.
jaguar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of like that, but it's got extra legs and like tentacles on the back.
Oh,
Yeah, not fun to run into.
Quick question. So, say we come across this beast, right? Just hypothetically, and me and my team here, we kill that beast. Do we get compensated?
Well, I imagine you're being paid to get the wood, right?
But if we kill a problem for you,
Well, I mean, you're not exactly a problem for the city. I mean, and we're protected by our queen's magic. It's
that's
only a
fair.
problem when you go into the wilds.
Ah, that's fair. Okay. You know, just get it how you get it.
fair enough. All right. I guess no time to spare.
Right?
Just point us in the way we need to go, and we'll get done what needs to get done.
Assume you're all ready then. All right. All right. Let's go, Hilga. Hilga spreads her wings and takes off in front of you guys to be lookout. I need to use the bathroom real quick. I got pee.
Oh
Real quick break.
no!
Yeah.
Take out my old flask and sip on some of that fancy wine you stole the other day, Cade.
Do it. Give her a bedtime treat. I'll be back.
Okay. I'm so sorry, my small bladder.
Who's typing furiously?
It did kind of sound like that.
I'm just curious. Ugh. Which type is
I was responding to someone who messaged me.
Oh.
I have a
First,
clickety clackety keyboard.
That's cool. I follow a TikTok that reviews clickety clacky keyboards. So it's basically the same thing.
Also, Drea, you would definitely recognize this is a palisman.
Yes.
Yeah. So I make sure that was super clear.
Yeah, I love how I have to dump spell slots into mine, and because I'm a warlock, I only have 2 a day. So it's just gonna take forever.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be a bit of a long term thing for her, but this will be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Waiting on Benny to come back. You guys having fun though?
Mm-hmm.
Heck
Yes,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Except when I'm getting called out. No.
Mhm.
Nobody likes being called out.
I mean, a a very wise magical being coming
Oh
across
yeah,
a
oh
very
for
rare
sure.
magical being. They
Oh
have to
yeah,
point it
no,
out.
like I out of character, I totally get it. It's just one of those things where she is like, nah, what? I don't know what you're talking about. What? Man, that's
That's
so weird.
so strange.
I have a character doing that in another campaign, and whenever they try to roll insight on it, they roll really low.
It's really funny.
It's amazing. Also, did you notice that first Feywilds in Spomat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. It's all cool so far.
As soon as
Super
I
dope.
came across that one, I was like, I have to put this in. It's
Yeah.
just
They were all sick. All those little handouts were dope. They all definitely fit the vibe, especially like what I had in my head. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I
yeah.
love all the pictures.
I really like all the weird, like red and blue streaks in that second one.
Mm-hmm.
Not even really sure what it is, but I love it. It's like will-o-wisps or something. Like it's just too perfect. Also looking at it though, it very much feels like a WoW map. I don't know why.
I'm not familiar enough with WoW.
It just like it feels like everything is very like distinctly like this is this region and this is this region and like these like I could see like where the loading screens would be. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I feel that.
I get to. I also wasn't too sure about using this art for Atreus and Helga because I feel like I've seen it before. I was like, I don't care. I like it.
Doesn't look familiar to me. I don't think I've seen it before anyway.
Well, that makes me feel better because I felt like I had seen you use it before or something. I don't know. There's something
think
about it that just
so.
feels familiar.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think so.
Cat wants in my lap so bad. Like, please. Please.
Well, the cat can wait.
She's also trying to, like, get into my lap from underneath the desk. I was like,
It is just a tiny little garbage.
How much longer are we gonna go? Because I do gotta dip around 6. Because I've got a movie to catch with Abs tonight.
Is that 30 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes?
30 minutes. So, but even if I have to dip early, if you guys want to keep going, keep going. I don't mind. That doesn't bother me.
I'm looking to chop wood and skin displacer beasts.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. Would be a little sad to miss the fight because I love Displacer Beasts, but
yeah, and I really am trying to test out, like, your guys' capabilities right now. Because
you know,
when
no
I
tanks
initially,
are fun.
when I will say, like, when I initially looked at this fight, I came across 2 different stat blocks. There was, like, I guess an old one and then a revised one.
Yeah.
And the first one was challenge 3 and the second one was challenge 6. And I was like,
Ooh.
I was like, I don't know if they could handle a challenge 6, but a challenge 3 sounds a little easy. So
maybe do
I
some
kind
kind
of
of combination.
I kind of made a hybridized version between the two. So
Cool.
Smart.
Hybridized.
hey,
Sorry. Had to take the dogs out.
it's
Who
okay.
let the dogs out?
The one that fell in the
Yeah.
pool wouldn't come back in.
I was gonna
I mean,
I
we
was-
could jump to the
I was-
encounter and hope to wrap it up in 30 minutes, or we could kind of put things on pause when
True.
the fight starts so that you can take off.
True.
Yeah, we could pause at the encounter.
True.
I want to kill it. Let me
Same.
kill it. Let me fight it.
And we can roll initiative and be back next week on
Next month? What do you mean next week?
Yeah,
Be
it'll
back
be
next month.
It'll be next, and not even. It'll be next year.
That's why I have
Oh,
like.
get
let's
out of here!
kill it.
It's next year in like 2 weeks,
It'll be a couple fortnight.
It will be a fortnight.
which will be a fortnight.
It'll be a couple fortnights.
Yeah.
6 of them, per se. I don't know.
It'd be 2.
Oh, nice.
I guess let's put it to a vote. Do we want encounter tonight?
I don't care.
I mean, we could just jump to it right now and hope to finish it up. Right? Like, isn't that kind of the only option if we want to run it tonight?
Somebody could
Yeah, because we could fast forward through this a bit.
just man Austin's character too if he has to dip out early.
Yeah. Although,
Just kill it off.
most of my stuff is through D&D Beyond, so I actually don't have very many spells in actual Roll20.
Yeah.
Even
So.
what you learn.
Are we gonna be done by 6 o'clock?
Well, look who's got a game theater.
Oh no, I'm already watching the game.
When you're sick.
We could
So
always
20
pause in the middle of the fight, I guess, if we want to start it right now.
Yeah, we got like 20 minutes.
I don't think 20 minutes is enough time.
No, I can already tell you it's probably not.
Let's get to a good stopping point. Unless we're there.
Yeah.
Whenever we're there.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, do we have to camp or stop for lunch or anything?
Stop for lunch.
Hey, I'll take that.
Hey, we got a full day of laboring ahead. We got a carb load.
It'd be about another hour and a half of travel to get to the Palisman orchard.
Ooh, we go egg
Grove.
Becky's house.
I'm down.
To terrorize her.
I'm down.
She moved a year ago. Oh,
She doesn't live there anymore.
house is all fucked up. Word. I gotta go anyway, so bye.
Yeah, I hate to be that person, but you know,
No, you're good.
Yet you do it anyway.
I
You're happy.
know.
Life? God.
I know, right?
Next time I will make sure to be up earlier.
I'm
And
gonna
everyone
say,
needs to make
freaking, we
sure that
started
we're
like
on,
an
like,
hour
at
late,
12.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
We built the suspense for an hour. It's a difference.
We're full of
Fair.
anticipation.
What?
Action.
Haha.
Wait till next month.
That's a cliffhanger.
Bryce
Yeah.
joins in first thing in chat next month. Patience.
Patient!
If Craig's not
Alright.
recording that, I'm gonna be so upset though.
That's fair. Gotta make sure to get him in early.
Yeah, I guess we'll kind of wrap things up there then.
Okay.
So then you don't miss the fight. So I'm really curious how
We can see
all
how
you
tank
guys
goes.
actually. Yeah.
Because we don't have like true tanks.
I'm a glass cannon,
Say
probably.
that.
We just have an
I
hour of friendship.
did roll high on health, and with the AC changes, my AC is an 18 now, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
It was a 15, so
Yeah, that's a big difference.
yeah, so was able to get that up. And then I do have some melee capabilities, but it's not a lot. So we'll see. I will say I am primarily ranged, so it's just like, yeah,
So this
that's
should be interesting.
yeah.
Okay, we'll work around it. We'll figure it out.
I'll let you be human shield.
As you guys take off walking, you would see that Atreus would spin his staff and it would turn into a bow. So he is also
Oh,
ranged.
cool, nice,
Everyone's ranged.
awesome. I mean, I do have a scimitar, and I do have some melee spells that I do keep, just mainly for pirate aesthetic reasons. But
The sword's just for looks. I can't help you.
This one comes with
No,
the
like-
lifestyle.
I keep prestidigitation on my Air Genasi Storm Sorceress specifically so that she can constantly have wind circling around her and like rustling her hair.
That's
My
funny.
Snow White inspired bard has a constant like aroma of apples around her.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Right.
It's like
Soft
the things
play.
we do for aesthetic.
Oh, wonder what she's up to these days.
Because the thing
Right.
with my type of druid, my wild shape, the different things that
Oh yeah, you more take like different forms, don't you?
that's where the constellations come into play.
Yeah.
So instead of turning, I can still turn into regular animals. That I like. That's
Oh,
still an
but then
option.
you also have these like other like
Yeah,
buff
which give me really
variant
cool,
forms.
which give me really cool things I can do.
Yeah.
Reminds me when
So
Gwen turned into her like energy form.
little
Gen
bit,
10.
yeah, little bit,
Oh yeah.
a little
Mhm.
bit.
I
Honestly,
forgot
yeah,
about that.
I thought it
Shit.
was the coolest thing ever.
yeah. Good old Ashley Johnson. Do you know Ashley Johnson voiced Gwen?
Wait, that was
Yeah,
Who's
that's
Ashley
Ashley Johnson. Yeah.
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
She
my
also
god.
voiced Tara in Teen Titans.
I did know that.
Oh, I
I
love
did know
her.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, she voiced Gwen for
I didn't
almost the
realize
entirety.
that.
Yeah. She was the
Oh my
primary voice of
god.
Gwen. Yeah.
Critical
Just
Role has
awesome.
always been in my life. I just didn't know it.
Pretty much, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Because like Mercer's been around for Laura Bailey.
Yeah.
If you look at Laura Bailey's stuff, you're like, good God.
Yeah,
Oh, so
some of
mean on
the
him,
ones with Matt, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
None of these characters sound the same.
Yeah. But although I will say with Matt though, once you know it's him, his voice is so easy to pick out. Like even though he does sound different, you can go, "Oh, that's Mercer." Like because I was playing Monster Hunter, and he was just like a like third tertiary character, like just a random NP. He just did a voice, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Mercer."
That's like the guy who voiced Robin in the original Teen Titans animated. He's done lots of side character, like one-off
Yeah.
NPC sort of people in
Yeah.
a bunch of other shows, and I'm always like, Robin!
But anyway, well, since we're calling it there, I might go ahead and dip. So
Alright.
Yeah, I guess
it was
we
fun as
can
heck.
cancel Craig.
I am looking forward to
Bye, Craig.
testing
Bye,
out
Craig.
this